show! From Michael Bay to Marvel, UK, everyone on England screen. Breaking news and toy reviews, every robot turns wet green. Grab a brew and join the crew, become part of our scene. Bring your mom, let's drink her own, make sure you're at least 18. Welcome to the show, the party and the flow. Friday nights, let's go, Transformers the show.
Well, some good trifle chat in the chat tonight. A lot of trifle chat. Gav, TRDQ, thanks so much for coming on tonight and joining us. We are privileged to have you, sir.
Oh, it's an honour just to be nominated. Thank you very much for having me.
Just saw your face like a week ago.
I know. You must be sick of it by now.
Oh, it never ever happened. I am sick of staying away. Like, I literally got back from TFN last night. Had 7 nights away in hotel. I didn't stay like 3 days more on my own. I went to work somewhere and stayed in hotel. I finally got home last night, really late, and went to work this morning. Literally just got in the door after a Padge match, had some pasta bake, straight on to talking about Transformers. If anything, I feel a bit sick.
What a life! What a lifestyle!
What an intro!
This is what Pete Doherty must live like. It's amazing. Oh, I know. No wonder that band split up. Right. What we've got coming for you tonight? Well, it's a bit of a TFN special, so we'll have a look back. I've managed to do a little video, so we've got lots of clips. So if you're at TFN, you might see yourself in a few of those. We're going to talk about our favourite pickups from TFN. We'll talk about a quiz at TFN, a mighty battle of wit and lords, and loads more. We've also got a discussion which will be about TFN. We're going to catch up with Gav and TRDQ. And amazingly, Nathan's joining us from Britformers, which the Kickstarter has just started for a second round of the comics. We're really excited for that. And he's going to join us live once we've done the Hasbro news. So once we get the stupid Hasbro news out of the way, we'll go straight into talking about Britformers. He's going to join us live, and the link to the Kickstarter is in the goddamn comments. So let's start off as always with the news.
I talk some TV, and now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Don't call it stupid. This is the best stuff.
I'm just being mean.
This is like the best stuff. Actually, some of it's not always great. Anyway, we'll start off with a bit of a celebration of one of our friends, Bavis of Madness, the lovely Brandon, who hit 1,000 subscribers this week. So well done to you, Brandon. We're giving you a shout out, all of your very own, and well done to everybody who subscribed to him, support him. He was lovely to see him at TFN again. We'll talk more about all that kind of stuff later on. Transformers Hasbro are obviously doing this fan vote, which started this week. I believe you vote through Instagram, unless anybody wants to correct me. And it's the fan vote that they talked about on the live stream last time. So you get to decide which bot gets a new alt mode and then becomes a real product out of a very select few bots that they have chosen. Round 1 is the character, round 2 is the alt mode category, and then round 3 is the alt mode type. This has already been going this week, and I'm trying to remember. I think they've done a couple of rounds of this, because one of the rounds was Shockwave versus someone. It might have been Mirage, and Shockwave won. I can't remember the other one. Spoiler alert. Anyway, the winner's announced on Transformers Day. If you want to get in on this, go to Hasbro Pulse on Instagram and follow and click on whatever it is they tell you to click on, if you want. And if you don't, leave it, because fan votes, they're great.
And just quickly, we've got Matt, sorry, Andy, and Matt, in the chat, just to say, Matt, if you're hanging about tonight, I've got a couple of videos of you, normal videos of you dressed up.
I was going to say,
normal videos of you dressed up as a Transformer, which we'll show live.
Yeah, Matt's cosplay was fantastic, and while the winners was also fantastic, I'm inclined to lean towards Matt's. Impressed me slightly more. Right, not Towline, Flatline. We have in-hand pictures of Flatline, which came from... Who did these come from? Oh, it's Toys R Us, isn't it? Of course it is. Now, this is one I like. I know we've had the Red Alert mold, so if you have Red Alert, pretty decent, pretty good. This is that in red and black and with a better head sculpt, in my opinion.
That's how they get me. That's how I have no interest in that Red Alert, but I'm like, black and red. Yep, give me that.
This is it. Black and red. It's the colours for the win. There's some comparison photos with some of the other recent figures we've had out. So you get an idea of the size of the thing. If my memory serves me correctly, this was from Russell's channel, and he had at TFN, Hasbro had given him some of the later wave figures that are coming out later this year to show off, and they were on display, and some people got to photograph them, and he did some reviews while he had them, and this is one of them. And I will be picking this up. I know it's basically the same toy, but it's in black and red with a cool head sculpt, and it's a Decepticon now. So it's
great. I think Toys R Us was responsible for about 95% of all Transformers content this week. Going through our subscriptions, it was just all Toys R Us. It was great to see. It great stuff all week.
Well, bless him. He had, like I said, he had these figures, and I think he had about 24 hours to get reviews of them done and out. So he had to go full on, knocking them out there, and did very well.
I tell you.
Yeah, I'd have done one, maybe half of one, and that'd have been it. Anyway, there's Flatline. No, Towline. Stop calling him. No, he is Flatline. Bloody hell. Flatline next to Red Alert. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, very good. Blockies showed us this teaser for now I have to remember exactly which one this is. So it is obviously Shockwave, but it's the Hero line, which was the Classics line. They keep changing the name. Is that right, Pete?
So the big
big one. The big
one. I think so.
The action group. If it's the same size as the big Prime and Soundwave, and it's the action class.
Yeah, that's it. Action class. Yeah. I think that's what it's supposed to be, but they keep changing the names for these things, so it's sometimes hard to keep up. But Shockwave, always cool. Very few bad Shockwaves. And then they showed off this, which is the Champion class, Champion class 20, Megatronus from Transformers 1. So this is going to be coming out at some point. They didn't give a date, but I'm sure that date will have come out since I actually downloaded this. I mean, this does look pretty fierce.
Well, I haven't seen this before. This is very cool.
Yeah.
We're getting the primes in, aren't we?
Got that cool look. Yeah, well, funny that, isn't it? I wonder if there's any hints in this as well as to what we'll... Oh, no, because we've had Megatronus, haven't we? Yeah. I wonder if we get a Hasbro version done more like this than the actual one we got. That might be quite cool. Not that I don't like the Megatronus we've got. It's very good. But this does look very cool. And then a nice little photo there to show him with some of the other figures that have already dropped.
Quite big, isn't he? I wasn't.
Yeah, is this the scale?
Big as your house. Anyway, that then takes us on to more non-transforming Transformers. Oh no, it's the Blockies one first. I forgot about this. So this is the Unicron, supposedly. Now we saw I can't remember if it was a leak or what it was. We saw a picture of this a few weeks back, and they said that we'd be getting in this wave of Blockies a Unicron head, and apparently this is it. And it comes, as you can see, with a little shuttle as well from the movie, just down there next to the little bio card thing. So yeah, I mean that's all we've seen so far. There may be more out there, but yeah, if you're into your Blockies, you're going to get to make Unicron's head, maybe, unless this is like one of the chase ones.
What they'll do is then they'll release an arm and a leg and all the limbs, and then they'll say you can put them together, but we're not selling that kit, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're not getting any of that, and then they'll surprise you by deciding to sell it randomly. More Blockies. Mick will be so happy in the chat. So via Blockies Weibo and Facebook account, these are official images of the Champion class, Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime, 11.5 centimeter model kit. It has LED lights. I like the fact it just says a good range of posability. Not great, but good. This was formerly known as Classic Class. There you go. So they have changed it to Champion Class. And he comes with, I assume, a lot of stuff, because obviously he's got his Axis shield. Fair enough. And he comes with the guns. But then he also comes with the Jetwing pack as well. And when you see some of the photos of this, it does look rather good. And I'm not a Bayverse fan. Sorry, Brandon. I'm not. But, pretty nice. And there's everything it comes with. So you get quite a few bits and pieces. I think this could go down quite well. Not with me, but with people who want to buy it, obviously.
Yeah. I think Brandon wants it.
course he does. There he is, Mr. 1K himself. I thought he was just starting a web address there. Right. And there it is. And again, it looks pretty fierce when it's all tooled up. And if you want to see what it looks like from behind. And then that takes us on to more blockies, because there's not enough blockies in the world. This is becoming blockies the show this week, but this was most of what the news was. So, you know, don't like it tough. Defender version 4. These were courtesy of TM Reviews, who will be doing a review of them very soon. But here you go. There's a little shiny Grimlock with, you know, all those accessories. Rodimus, riding in Rodimus. Blitzwing looking very pleased with himself.
Happy boy.
Rumble.
The Rumble's a weird one because I built them all last night, and the Rumble is bigger than all the other ones, all the toys, and it's bigger, chunkier. It's like a companion to the
of course,
the other size. So it's like, but it is still bigger than the rest of them, which feels odd for Rumble.
And I'm glad we're all calling him Rumble just to infuriate those who will be.
That's the name.
It's not Frenzy.
That's the name. Rumble. If he's blue, he's Rumble.
Exactly. That one's starting the arguments. Scourge, looking Scourgy. Brawl, because we know we're now going to be getting a Bruticus, even if they haven't actually said it, we know it. I mean, we're not daft. I mean, we are daft, but we're not that daft. For some reason, the random see-through clear Hound. Is he the chase figure or one of them?
No,
he's just see-through. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Shockwave, because Shockwave. Wheeljack. You just come there.
Pete's reviews.
Starscream. That's a Shattered Glass Megatron. There's Rodimus again in vehicle mode. There's his little robot mode.
Hench.
There's him from behind. He is quite hench.
Yeah. That's the best
Shiny
thing from the set, definitely. Like the Rodimus riding himself is very good as well.
It's what we've all been asking for many years, and we're going to get that. There is, I mean, Rumble looks like he's ready to start things.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize this. Apparently, the Wheeljack, you could open up the bonnet on the Wheeljack vehicle mode, which is kind of cool. I mean, I have no idea if there's any point to that, but
it's functions like that make me still not want this. That's like the Galaxy ones, not the Galaxy.
Blockies.
I didn't know that did that, and I'd literally finished my video on them last night. I didn't, so I've got to go back now.
I'm so sorry. Scourge from the back as well. There's Shattered Glass Megatron from the back, and there's Brawl again, because he doesn't transform, because it's just the vehicle mode for him. But it's still looking cool. And staying on the theme of non-transforming Transformers, here's Aldi's Transformers. They're premium painted Magnificus, Soundwave, Toy Deco, Dirge, Ramjet, and Thrust. I don't think these are the best quality photos, if I'm being completely honest, and these came from their official post. But these Aldi ones do look quite good, and people I know who picked them up say they are quite good. So,
I like that Soundwave head sculpt a lot.
Yeah. The thing is, I've had some of the YOLO Park ones, and they're not bad necessarily. They're just, I wasn't blown away. I don't know if that's just because blockies are so fun to mess around with, and I just didn't find them as posable, the YOLO Park ones. These Aldi ones, I've not actually had any myself, but again, as I've heard very good things about them. And
they're quite expensive for what they are, though, aren't they?
I can't remember how much they are for one of these. I didn't think they were that bad. I want to say they're like 20, 30 pounds tops, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Two of the smaller ones. So is this the elite type ones?
These are the premium painted ones, AAE, which
the standard ones, like the slightly small. I think they're £16. This is double air.
Double. I mean, they look really good. The Soundwave looks really nice, just with that toy style head, toy deco as well. And then you can get, more cone heads, because we all need more cone heads in our life, especially Dirge, who has emerged as my favourite of the cone heads, bizarrely. He used to be Thrust. Times change. It would be remiss of me not to point out that many of these figures are available from Primetime Toys, friend of the show. Not sponsored. Do we have to say not sponsored? That's what all the reviewers do. Unless Moth. Right, anyway, moving on. Anyway, they'll all be out soon, I'm sure. I mean, whatever it says there, if you can read that, tell me.
I think sets like this, right? I would pay extra, right? If they gave you the option, what face do you want? What hands do you want? And you pick them and they send those to you and you don't get 50 other faces and hands to deal with. I would love that if they just said, pick some and you pay an extra $5. We're giving you less, but you're paying more. I'd be like, fine. I don't want them. I don't want all those hands.
It's my sons are into like anime and stuff. And it's really cool, like the figures they collect. But we have buckets just full of fleshy hands, like because like every figure from Japan comes with like 9 different hands. Some of them are like they like that, and then they've got them like that. It's like what person goes, oh, I need both versions of that finger that way.
Yeah, not quite happy with that yet. I'll just if it was just like that.
Yeah,
great.
You've got me there.
Is that what you're telling the police anyway? That's why you have buckets of fleshy hands.
Yeah,
because it's the children's figures. We know. Anyway.
So,
shall we do Britformers?
I would love to. So, Britformers is a comic which is on its second main run, isn't it? But rather than me guess, I put the link into the description, and we're really privileged to welcome the creator of Britformers, Nathan. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Obviously, you've seen that I've launched a Kickstarter and it's funded already, which is great news. So I'm pleased. Really pleased it has gone. Yeah, top of the world.
I've got the. I'm just going to get the. I think I've got the details here. There we go. So I want to stick it on as a banner, not as a theme above. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'll sort it out. But do you want to take us through it because you've also got some exciting news. Are you? I'm not sure if you're allowed to tell me. You know, tell people the photos you saw me, what you were working on in addition to the comics, or is that something secret for another day?
So I wanted to do a toy line for my comic strip. I contacted a 3D creator type guy saying, can you do this? And he said yes, and we agreed a fee and everything. And he produced me some files. He showed me screenshots of some files. I went, those look great. And then I had to pay. And I printed out the files, and this is what I've got for it. Notice there's no legs. It's a problem.
Wow.
So the legs don't print, and I've tried to contact the guy saying the legs don't print, and he just ghosted me. So I've had to scrap this. This was a character I created for the Psychons, one of the new gang from Britformers Presents. He's a sort of an evil scorpion type character, and it would have been great. That hasn't happened, so I'm still doing a toy line, but this time it's going to be. From the previous issue of Britformers had this character called Kronos, and I'm producing the
wow
the watch, and it actually transforms. And the reason why you should buy it from Britformers Presents is because it's customized to make it look like a gold chunky watch. It won't fit your wrist. I'm saying it transforms into a watch. It will not fit your wrist, I'm afraid.
Not with that attitude.
No. But,
we will make it work.
So, Britformers, the story I created, it was always meant to have this story arc, and in issue 4, I completed that arc. But I wanted to keep, because it, Britformers 4 was quite a big success. I wanted to keep going with it, and also it's hard to keep having a jumping on point on a Kickstarter or at like sort of part 4 or part 5. So I thought I want to start again, new set of characters, new story, new everything, but use that Britformers branding. So it's become Britformers Presents, and it's just going to be a new crowd. But it's in a similar ilk in that it's Transformers adjacent, and it's part of the criminal underworld of that scene, but this time instead of dealing with thieves, we're dealing with psychopaths.
And how did you get It was John Paul Bovey started work on the colours, didn't he? How did that
Yeah.
happen?
So, well, I've known JP for several years. Spoken to him at conventions. He attended the Swindon convention maybe 10 years ago, and me and him were sat next to each other. So we ended up chatting. And I always thought to myself, you know, I'd really like to make it in as a comic book artist, and wouldn't it be great if one day he was drawing my artwork, he was colouring my artwork. You know, for me making it hasn't quite, you know, as a successful mainstream comic artist hasn't worked out. But I just thought, you know, I'd really like just to have the opportunity to say that he's coloured my work. So I contacted him, you know, asked if he'd be interested, and he was. So happy days.
It's amazing, and you've already surpassed it. You're already at £400. But there's stretch goals, isn't there? So I think there's extra pages of comics.
Stretch goal then in that case. So
yeah,
well, that's good because the stretch goals were extra content in the story so far, and I've already drawn that content because I hoped I would reach the stretch goals. So it's already drawn, and so the comic, instead of being a small book, will end up being almost like a graphic novel, as the previous issue did. So that's good news.
Yeah, fantastic news. Also, just a quick one. I always have to ask this when it comes to comics and stuff, especially like we were chatting, weren't we? And you were talking about could we might be looking at doing a sort of an advert. So we tried to do it in the style of like the old adverts you see in like the Marvel UK, which I think we got off quite well. So keep an eye out for it.
Amazing.
Yeah. But what during the I grew up in the 80s reading sort of 2000 AD. I absolutely loved it. It was like my favorite comic. What sort of inspirations did you have growing up during the 80s with your comics and your art?
So I think Battle Action Force was the first comic book that I got, and that ended pretty much almost as soon as I got my hands on it. Transformers was the second one, and I read that right up until the final issue, and then I think like Death's Head, and then I jumped onto X-Men. I jumped on during the Jim Lee era and 2000 AD, Judge Dredd, that sort of thing.
I think we already had Guzzy's already in for it now, so he's pledged for it and the toy.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Oh, and a toy. I better get painting.
That's so awesome though. Like I don't know if anyone's done the comic and the toy at the same time. That's brilliant. And there's a chance of beer mats.
Yes,
if it gets to £700.
That's a beer mat.
I really hope we get to the beer mats, because I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Brill. Okay then, listen, Nathan, thanks so much for coming. Is there anything you want to go through before we let you get onto your night? You're more than welcome to come back on when it's into production and being sent out. But is there anything else you want to go through tonight, sir?
Oh, let me just give you a quick sneak peek of a page from Britformers Presents Cycle and the Armed Force. There you go. So that's a world first.
Oh, that's so good. So good. And gents, any questions?
You were saying about the sort of your inspirations growing up. What would you say is their biggest thing, in this new, series, I guess, of Britformers? What would you say is the biggest inspirations in there? I know you said it's Transformers adjacent, but can you pick like a Transformers era of comics that is most similar to?
The City of Fear, where Transformers entered into the horror genre. I've really tried to work that into the story. And yeah, so that was a big inspiration. And a lot of the one of the characters is he's sort of got a faceplate, much like in Silence of the Lambs when can't quite remember his name. Hannibal the Cannibal is being transported, and he has to wear one of those all the time because he's a little bit crazy, and there's lots of slightly horrifying things. So yeah, I delved into the sort of the darker side of Transformers and other inspirations.
That's good. That's extremely my stuff. So good. That sounds good to me.
It's weird, wasn't it? Like the more horrific, especially growing up as kids, like the more horrific, and it was, the more it was like, oh, I want to read that, and certainly some of the more Like when you think about like Impactor and Zombie Impactor and those scenes and stuff, like they stay with you, don't you? Those images.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good comic when you're like, I'm not going to show my mum this. Like, I'm keeping this a secret.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Andy, Pete, anything from you, says?
I was just going to say, I remember at TF UK Con, speaking with Nathan, and you kindly donated an original piece of artwork from Britformers, which we have, and we still need to do something with it to tie in with your launch of it, so that we can do a bit of a giveaway with that. So maybe the next time you come on, we could maybe tie that in and do it as a bit of a giveaway.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do that. Listen, sir, thanks so much for coming on, Nathan. We'll keep you updated. All you have to do, if you want to order it like Guzzy and the others have, just go into the description. The link is there straight to the Kickstarter. But we'll be picking up more photos as we go, and we'll keep you updated with if we can get to the beer mats. We have to at least get to the beer mats. That's
the target.
Smash the beer mats, but I'm sure we'll do that and more. Thanks so much for coming on tonight, Nathan, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for having me. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Nathan.
Man.
Thank you very much. Right. Almost removed you, Pete. Right, let's get on to the third party news.
Battle this.
It's heavy metal crunchy time as Optimus Prime goes toe to toe with Combat Megatron. Prime is one tough dude underneath his hood. He's a transformer missile fun phenomenon. Combat Megatron is combat armed. His mighty mega missiles are slamming. He can mad out more for use mega force, but Combat Optimus is still standing.
Ooh, go on, tell us about it.
Was that all true? All that stuff about Optimus Prime?
Yeah, it's absolutely.
I think if you wrap it, you can't. It's basically document if it's
That was
wrapped.
Pete. That was Pete rapping as well. That's
I can
people
believe
think
it.
that's from the 90s. It's scandalous. Right, Doctor Wu, who are on this show almost as much as Blockies. They have done their Extreme Warfare Prime Commander, which just happens to be a yellow-coloured Optimus Prime, a bit like the Sentinel Prime that Missing Link did. I'm sure it's all just a coincidence. Anyway, here he is in all his yellow priminess. These are small. But the thing is, right, so people who watch this, I'll tell you now, Gav, people who watch this know I'm not really into like these tiny Legends figures. I just think they're too small. Don't see the point. Unless you put them onto your Titan City bots. So when they're in their city modes and things, they look really cool because they actually scale really well. So these, I remember, obviously I help out with Primetime Toys at TFN. I remember quite a few of these were being snapped up. So obviously other people maybe see the same thing. I don't know. But have you got any of this? Have you got anything like this? Do you collect this class of this size of Transformer, or is this not really for you?
I think. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm just looking at it, going, that's a nice trailer. No, I like this I like this size class. I like the Doctor Wu stuff. I like the New Age stuff as well. It's like smaller. If it was down to me, honestly, I would take Transformers, like Hasbro Transformers, down a size class completely. Like if it was up to me. Because I think they've just gotten too big and expensive. But things like this appeal to me. I didn't like this color scheme when the Missing Link thing came out, and I wasn't fussed about it. And then my friend Jake sent me the Missing Link and the Sentinel Prime colors, and now I kind of love it. That seeing it in hand sort of won me over. So yeah, this is exciting, and I really like that orange trailer. That's very cool.
So yeah, well there you go. This will be coming out whenever it's coming out. But yeah, I'm sure you can pre-order this on all your usual places where you go for third-party Transformers.
Moff said he's getting in.
Like Primetime Toys. I'm trying not to say it,
Oh my god,
It's
you
true.
love him so much.
I should have worn the
Howdy
Primetime Toys t-shirt and just constantly.
In Demand Do Toys as well.
Not sponsored by. Anyway.
Josie. But Moff's lovely though. Apart from Moff.
Yeah.
But yeah, In Demand weren't walking around in Transformers the Show clothes.
Exactly. Exactly, that's true. Right, Galaxy Toys Mini Law Enforcement Team, which is a micro scale reflector, as in all three of them. This came from Weibo user Suzaku68, and some of the photos are a bit small, but I can't remember if I resized them. So if not, I'll just do it now. There you go. There you go. Very small, very posable.
They've seen
Oh yeah, they've definitely seen something. They've been through some stuff, without a shadow of a doubt. And they also hilarious, as you can see.
camera
A
bands.
bit of an idea of the scale.
Oh, geez, they are small then. Yeah. Wow. Unless that's a really big Lego minifig.
Yeah, it's gigantic. Flexible, as you can see. It's the MMC. Is that the MMC? Ryan Pax / Optimus Prime figure, whatever it's called. I can't remember. Oof. That looks like it's snapped in half. And they turn into the camera. So, you know, a tiny, tiny camera. With his eyes just popping up. I realise it's really small, so realistically, you're not going to really notice that
They
much.
won't see me there.
You know the annoying thing about that? I was like, that's a very ugly camera. And then the second you pointed that out, I was like, I want that. Just for
I need
that.
that now, yeah.
Uh,
I'm watching you, watching other people.
Poking out the
Anyway, comes with a little tripod, and just shows you how they all transform into their individual bits, clip together. Yeah, I mean, it's reflector. It's not a bad looking reflector for something that size, I suppose. And there's the box.
So they've got this weekend also at Primetime Toys.
Where was that again, Paul?
Primetime Toys. How much is it, Moff? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, how much are one of these? I'm going to guess £30.
I reckon
But it could be
42.
Ooh, 42 is very specific. And your guesses have been very good in recent times.
Yeah.
I didn't guess.
You
I
Made
know.
a career out of it.
Why must you turn this into a house of lies? Anyway, we'll move on. I'll bring that up later. Doctor Who. Again, with their Space Disc and Wasp, which is transparent Cosmos and transparent Bumblebee. Again, the quality on these photos isn't great. They're very small, so enlarged, they don't look as good. But if you like your Cosmos, you like your Bumblebee. See-through plastic.
Very
You know?
gummy-esque, aren't they?
It does look like you could eat them, but you probably shouldn't. Again, Pete. Not after last time.
I stick to crayons.
Anyway, there's one. So the pictures aren't the best once they're blown up like this. But,
I think it's toys.
say what you say. Anyway, there you go. I can't even tell you what the face sculpt is like because you can't really see it properly. But there's the back of him, and that looks great. Let's go on to something that actually looks great. So these are X-Transbots, MX-61 Ballistic, and MX-61T Ballistic, Ballistic Youth. So these are the Mass B scale Misfire and the Misfire with toy deco. So Toon on the left, toy on the right. I choose toy personally, but what about you guys?
I've ordered Toon. They shipped it. I'm very excited.
You would.
Please don't be too X-Transbotsy.
Where have you ordered it from, Pete?
I think I ordered mine from Primetime Toys. Honestly.
I went across the pond.
Oh, traitor. I mean, yeah, that's great. That's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. The weird thing about this, Gav, is we sit here, and I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of X-Transbots figures. I mean, obviously, I am as a third-party expert. But the transformations on X-Transbots figures aren't always the best.
Yeah, I got is it Commander Stack?
Yeah.
One, is that them? X-Transbots?
Ultra
Commander Stack?
Magnus.
The Magnus one, yeah. And I can get about 75%. And then I go back to robot mode.
The issue
Never
is,
to be transformed again. Go on.
the start is great, and the finish is great, but it's the journey in the middle.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
that.
the issue.
That looks great.
That
Name of
does
your
look
sex
great,
tape. Yeah, it's worth buying. The jet mode, as far as I'm aware, looks pretty much the same for both of them. Obviously, there's slight difference because you have got the toy kind of deco on it, I believe, is the difference. But I just love it. I need to get the toy one. I'm not so fussed for the 2 one, but the toy one definitely. Marth, if you're listening and you're getting these in, put one aside. God damn it. But yeah, they look very good. And there's Aimless. He's a bit leggy, but I can forgive him because, you know, my favorite G1 Target Master, and one I had as a kid and still have.
What's good though is that the X Transports ones, the Target Masters scale really well with like the Fans Toys Target Masters. They were like almost identical sizes, so you can have them all lined up, or stick them in your loft like I do.
Brilliant. And then you're also going to be able to potentially pick up one of these. So this was at TFN. This is the Lewin Resources Iron Fortress, which is their version of Metroplex. That's, I believe, 4 foot tall. Bob,
Look
you're in
at the absolute. Look at the weapons on that guy.
And the
Plus
Metroplex too. Hey! Paul, was that just after you'd won the quiz? Because it looks like it, just the way you're standing there.
No, it wasn't. I was prepping. I think I took the mindset of just just victorious.
Of a winner.
Yeah, and but with little to
He
nothing.
literally just
my
performed a sellout at the NEC for a quick beer with the rest of the K-pop.
I was just going to say, was that with his K-pop band? Lovely, lovely stuff.
I looked fabulous.
And there it is. Just get another idea of scale. So this is, I think, Borders Dude's photo. So thank you to him. And it was available for people to look at TFN at the Primetime Toys. Well, it was. I mean, you know, can't lie. And Moth has told me that, not exclusively, he's probably told everyone, that he is going to be able to secure some stock of this in a bit of a restock. Some people were asking at TFN, so if you're after this, you can get on it. But I believe, I want to say it's about $1,000. Maybe
1.2K, I think. Yeah, 1.3.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, so it's gonna sting the pocket. But if you've got the money and you want it, we know what we're like as Transformers fans. We'll moan about the price, but we'll still buy it.
Yeah.
Let's just check with Moth. So you're second. How much is it, Moth? Do you let us know? I think about
Brilliant,
20 quid. Wow.
That's not bad.
Fantastic, Moth.
Still not on QVC.
Yeah, might get a couple at this rate.
Yeah, I was going to say one for every room in the house.
That is not true. That's a
That
Moth
is a
message.
barefaced lie.
You know, I passed it in the bar. Someone, when it was up in the bar, and I walked past, and I think I'd just seen so many Transformers that day. I was walked by, and I was just like, "There's that Metroplex," and then just went and got a drink. And then it wasn't until I got to bed I was like, "Wait a minute, that was that Metroplex."
I like the idea of you just sitting up in bed and Metroplex.
Turn to the side, and it's lying beside me in the bed,
watching you.
Yeah.
Wearing the bit that somebody put on it at one point.
I really want to like try and pick it, like see. I want to feel the weight of it, you know, and like sugar it around a little bit. And so that was my chance.
Yeah,
it is posable, like, but I do remember expressly being told nobody's to touch it. And one youngish bloke went up and went, well, I'm just going to move the arm here, and no, don't do that. Bless you. He didn't know though. He didn't know. Right, let's go to something a little bit other at the end of the scale. So this is New Age Toys Javago, which is their version of animated Ratchet. We've seen product photos before. Here it is in hand. This is through Weibo user Dark Emperor. And I think this looks good, but we discussed this previously. The gaps, but just behind the windows, is what puts me off it. I mean, it's not the end of the world because I probably have it in robot mode 99% of the time, and that's great. But yeah, something to consider.
This is going to be in the same box as Misfire.
Nice. Yeah, there's like a thing, you know, I am officially the greatest Transformers animated fan of all time. So for this, I was like, I like this a lot. The robot mode's great, but it's like for a third party purchase like that, I think it's got to be at least have something that the original doesn't. In terms of, I think the original just is so good and close to the character. I don't know yet. I'll wait for the reviews to come out and see, but I'm skeptical.
That was the thing with so many of the animated toys. Yeah, obviously. That was the thing with so many of the animated toys, that they did so well to look so close to what you saw on the screen as well, which is incredibly difficult when you think they're then also transformed into, relatively speaking, sleek alt modes and everything that again looked like what you saw on the screen. It was it was a great time, as Pete is discovering as he is collecting the Transformers animated line. Aren't you, Pete? Sorry if I just outed you. You look
no one was supposed to know that.
Nobody's supposed to know, even though I've shown off several figures previously. Right, and there's last comparison. Why will everybody put their prices up now? They know that Pete's after them. Anyway, and then this is Studio. Well, it used to be Studio Cell, but now they're just Studio. Was it 01 Studio? This is their Catastrophe, which is their masterpiece scale scrapper. And again, this came from Weibo User Model Soul Studio, and it's a nice looking scrapper. I think.
Thank God, I kept saying to people, we need more third-party Constructicons. I'm so glad someone's got the guts to step up and do this.
We, funnily enough, have had that conversation several times. There's just not enough Constructicons around, and yeah, like you say, we've got this. Thank God. So yeah, if you're collecting the, I don't know if these are already out or not.
And that's primes and Constructicons, though.
True.
I mean, I say that like I didn't just buy a full set of masterpiece size Constructicons this year. Like I bought the Giant Legion ones. So I don't have a leg to stand on, really.
Well, there's one for you.
Well, there's a leg to stand on.
And there's the box. Anyway, there is more. Lasercat Toys with their Beast General, which is their super deformed Beast Wars Megatron, and this thing just looks adorable.
Yeah,
giving it a big roar, and then having a sit down. Hey, 20 centimeters. Well, 20 centimeters length. I'm guessing 15 centimeters tall, but it could be the other way around. I don't know. And then the robot mode. Now I don't know. I'm assuming he's got light up eyes. Oh, that might just be an effect. And then there he is, looking a bit glum because he's heard that Pete does not like Beast Wars.
Oh,
Pete, do you not like Beast Wars?
I need to remember.
Go on, Pete.
I mean, it's not that I don't like it, Gav.
What?
It's that I've just got no interest.
You know what? Those are two different things. Those are not interested and dislike are two different things. That's totally fair.
Yeah,
he's lying though. Anyway, that was all the third-party news.
Andy, that's excellent. Thanks so much. And how cool was it having Nathan on? That is unbelievable. Gajira Prime wants to say hello to his girlfriend in Louisa. His girlfriend Louisa. His girlfriend's not in Louisa. Anna. Hello, Louisa. Bumble Jumper says it goes with you, Matt. Can't wait to see Matt's bloody cosplay later. If you haven't seen it, it is a thing of beauty, like the man himself. Right, should we do some what we picked up this week from Primetime Toys in pickups? Yeah, so we're doing pickups not from TFN.
Yeah,
so
this is non-TFN pickups now. Anything
thing we've ever done where these are toys we've bought outside of the big toy convention where we bought those stuff. So it's time for pickups.
We now return to the Transformers.
That's my go first. This week for toys. It's down here.
Did Paul's sound just go weird for anybody else, or was it just me?
Oh, it's just because I was going under my table, I think. Lisa says the same thing. So this is Fans Hobby Double Evil, which I picked up, landed the day before TFN. I managed to get him out of the box, have a look at him, and just say, oh, he's so awesome. I actually sold there's a little bit of space now because I sold a few Transformers to get him on. But dear God, like I've not been this impressed with a Transformer through the post for many a moon. This is it's really big and just really ratchety and just everything I thought it was. I saw Gav Burgess one around his house, popped around, saw that a few moons ago and thought, cool, that looks outstanding. I didn't pick it up. You don't generally pick up another man's Transformer. Now I can pick him up as much as I want, play with him, do all the things I want to do to him, because he's mine now. And I think you can get them I got him from Kapow Toys, and they've got new stock of him. I think they've still got some left. They did have sort of a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, what a pickup. One of my favourite ones of the year so far. Other than that, it was one other thing. Yeah, just one other thing. I got the KO Studio Series 86 Prime turned up. So I got the black one actually from Primetime Toys. The black one's up there, which was £15. Bought it at, well, Gav, you were there. It was at the Glasgow TFN Cheeky Meetup.
Yeah, I picked it up like immediately when I got home. I just ordered it the second I got home.
It's outstanding, isn't it? The quality for £15.
Yeah,
this one's
great.
Oh, really good. This one's from AliExpress. So this one was 40 something pounds, which I think is probably a bit more on the expensive side. You can probably find them cheaper out there. But I've got the Studio Series one up there, the official one. This one feels brilliant, really steady. I've not opened it up. It comes in the weirdest box. It's literally like a long polystyrene box with this, and then Prime like laying solemn on top of it. And you get them out. It's full of plastic. So I'm just going to open them up live, so we can see what you get in there from AliExpress. So you get more wrapping. You get some Starscream's wings to go on the back. A nice bag of accessories.
So all the stuff that you get in the proper box version, they just shoved it in the back and then wrapped him up.
Yeah,
AliExpress for you. That's how they roll, baby. Get down on the packaging. Yeah, the Megatron arm.
Oh, nice.
You don't get that in the official one, do you?
Not in the official one, but you do in the one that, for example, is for sale from Primetime Toys, where you could also sell stuff. It's a fact, all right?
Room, mate.
I could lie, but it's true.
That's it. Outstanding pickups. Feels really heavy. I'm going to grab the other one up when you do your pickups to see if he's different weight distribution. Andy, did you get anything this week, sir?
I did, Paul. Yes. So I got a couple of things. Well, it was last week now, wasn't it? Kind of, because we're doing the lead-in. So the day before we left for TFN as part of Thursday Crew, hashtag Thursday Crew, was my birthday. So I got a couple of Transformers things, and only a couple, because obviously I was going to TFN, so I was going to kind of pick up stuff there. So I got from my lovely family, I got the Retro Gears. I don't think I'm going to keep him in packaging. I literally just not had a chance to open him, but I don't think I'm going to keep him in the packaging because the chest being off is like, if the chest was on, I'd have bought two. I'd one to stay in packaging and one to get out, but I need to put his chest on, so he's going to come out of there soon. And then the other thing was the, what are we calling this again? Reckon Doom Collection Spinister and Top Spin.
Nice.
2-pack. And again, I've not had a chance to open it yet, but I want to get him out. Spinister's the one that I'm most excited for in here, even though I've already got him, but I just like colours. And I need to decide, as always, do I need two of essentially the same toy with a slightly different deco? And the answer is usually yes, but we shall see. Yeah. So there's nothing like buying toys from 7-8 years ago, just with different color schemes. That's what I live for. And they were my two pre-TFN purchases, and obviously nothing bought since because the wife would kill me.
Gav, have you picked up anything recently outside of TFN?
I've been a good boy this time before TFN. Usually I tell myself don't buy stuff, and I do, but I was the only thing I would say. Can I show a non-Transformers thing? Is that allowed?
You can. Refreshing, if anything.
Yeah. The only thing before TFN that isn't was a toy is this guy.
Oh,
I got
wicked.
Cool.
Count, Von Count, the lovely cloth cape, extra heads, all the extra hands you could ever want. Where did it comes with, and most importantly, comes with the number 2.
Is that? Does it have a little thing that you can move his mouth? Is that right?
Oh no, the weirdly the Blockies Sesame Street ones have this little puppet thing in the back of their heads, which 80 quid version doesn't have. But But yeah, the blockies ones are incredible. It's what got me to get these, because I was, you start playing around with the Sesame Street toys and you remember just how much you love these characters. And then I saw that the NECA ones were coming, and I got Bert and Ernie, and then I got the Count. And then they're like, we're going to release all the characters essentially, and now I'm in for this entire run. So
fair enough.
Happens.
But yeah, that's it for me. One thing.
Good pickups. Peter.
So
This is where he's
whilst I
got
was
to.
at the event, it's been a lean time in the Willis household. The 2-pack of the next releases of the Craftsman Toys Technobots were released.
Nice.
So lovely, so lovely. Afterburner is, I love Nose Cone, but Afterburner is genuinely, I think, potentially better. Scattershot's good. He's all right. He's very inoffensive and everything you expect from the Scattershot, but Afterburner has so much character. And Studio Series 86 Megs, who is genuinely lovely.
Yeah.
All of the criticism that he's received online and about his alt mode and everything is ridiculous. And he is so poseable, so much character in the head sculpt. The colors are sublime. It genuinely is a fantastic toy. I'm so impressed with it. It's just lovely. It really is lovely. And that was it.
I can't remember who I ordered mine off. Who did you order your Megatron off?
Pop Culture in Australia randomly.
Ah, right. So
I haven't ordered one. I don't have one on order, and now I've seen it in real life, and now I desperately want it. I'm like, did I miss my chance to buy this?
No, I think you can get them from Australia.
One, I can get it for you.
It's weird, this Pop Culture thing. The company over there, they're shipping over to the UK, and the thing is, people are ordering from there. It seems to be cheaper, generally speaking, than buying here, and they're getting them before we would get them here. So yeah, I've seen lots of people buying Transformers from Pop Culture recently, and we aren't sponsored by them. So there you go.
I mean, it's all right if I can walk into Smith's in 6 months and pick one up. That's fine. But it's just like, you think Megatron, you're going to be able to buy a Megatron in a shop, surely.
You'd have thought so. Although,
I think so.
Studio Series 86 Prime, did he ever make it to the shops?
I've never seen
probably
him.
shot to bits on the road there, as is his.
Right. I'm just going to show you we're going to play a guessing game. Can you guess which one's the fake and which one's the real one? So these are the two Optimus Primes. I'll just show you the top of them.
See, I did very badly in a quiz recently. This isn't going to bode well for me.
Can we see the face sculpts?
No.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the one on the left.
This one.
No.
Oh, show us the back of them.
And
Show us the back of the heels.
Oh, see.
Oh no, yeah, that's not going to help. Damn, I thought I heard it then. I'm going to the one on the right is the knockoff. The one on the left is the actual, which is my
this the one
right,
with
so
the-
your left.
This
Your
is
left
the-
is the knockoff.
this is the left. This is the left one, and this one's the right one.
Yeah.
All right.
So the left one
This is
is
the-
the knockoff.
I'm glad we cleared that up. Thanks.
This is the KO. This is the
Hey,
real
I
one.
got it right.
Well, I don't know.
That was a classic Paul guess.
I'll take some photos and stick them in Transformers the Show Facebook group, so you can have a look. Just looking at them, like the KO looks better. Like it does. Like, do you know sometimes where plastic gets a bit like molded too much, and the plastic just doesn't look as good at it. This is so much cleaner than plastic. But I will take some photos so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, cool. Right, it's time for foreplay, isn't it? Shall I get that ready for playing?
Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is DEFCON 1. Look. Look. Don't make
make the same noise as them. Don't think you want to join in.
Fortnite's Nights, our favourite TFN pickup. So more pickups. Andy, can you tell us what your favourite thing in the whole wide world was that you picked up from Transformers Donations?
Are we going back to that now? Getting the name.
It's really hard not to say that once I started it.
Could you make me big, please? Enlarge me.
Well,
Gentle now. Thank you. I'm going to go with... I could have picked loads of things. But I'm going to go with this, which I picked up from the wonderful people at Toy Fu. And it was my number one target going into TFN. And it is RID Scourge.
Woo!
And I have the rest of him, just to be clear, but that's downstairs. I couldn't be asked to bring it all up. got the trailer, got the bits, got the box, got the instructions. So it's just great. I've never owned this mold. I never had the G2 Laser Optimus Prime. I heard good things about it. I know people talk about it as one of the best Prime molds there's ever been, apparently. I know that a noted Transformers enthusiast like Gav would probably be able to help me out with that. But I've never owned this before, and it is brilliant. Considering it's based off a toy designed in what, the mid-ish, late-ish 90s? Was it about 97 or something like that? I mean, it's more posable than many toys that came after it. It looks fantastic. It's got light piping for days. The eyes just shine. Hasn't got the electronics the original Prime it was based off had, but I don't care about that because I don't like electronics, so I can live without. And yeah, just brilliant. It's got, waist swivel, again, from a toy from 97. It's got posability. It's got that lovely click you need. It's got a badass sword and a weapon that I think was supposed to light up with the original version of the toy, but doesn't now because they've taken the electronics out. As our good friend Lee would say, and I'm sure just has, you can't go wrong with a Black Prime. Copyright Lee Hancock. Damn, we now have to pay him for that. Anyway, it's fantastic. It genuinely is really lovely. And I spotted this in the Toy Fu video, and it was the thing that I hoped to get. The Toy Fu video with you, just to be clear. And it was the thing that I was hoping to get. And thankfully, I did. So thank you to Nick and Andy Brown and all of the Toy Fu people for everything they did and for making sure, well, not making sure, but allowing me to get this. And yeah, definitely this. It's great. I will need to bring this to our next meetup so everybody can experience it because he's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's like the toy of that whole line. That is the one. Like I would say to someone, you'd get that. You're saying like I can't be bothered or couldn't be bothered bringing the stuff up from downstairs. Mine is less than 2 meters away, and I looked over and I was like, oh. I'm not getting that. Actually. No,
but this is it. I mean, the trailer is fantastic because the trailer transforms, kind of. You pull the front part of it down, and then there's a button you press, and it flips open. It's got a firing missile that doesn't necessarily fire particularly well. From what I understand, they never do. It does look a little bit rude, the missile, but we'll gloss over that. It's got a disc launcher that could easily take a child's eye out. It's brilliant. And is it the firing missile launcher as well? It's a proper toy of its time. It just is great. And I didn't think, in all honesty, I've seen these on videos and things. This is the first time I've ever seen it in hand, as in I have had a chance to, and it was when I was buying it. So yeah, I am very pleased with that.
Is it expensive to buy?
It wasn't the cheapest purchase I made this week, last weekend.
Yeah, the higher the note, the more expensive it was.
It might have been more expensive. I don't need. It's not important. Money's not important. It's about what it means to you.
Charity donation.
All right. The wife knows what I've heard for it, so I'm fine.
It's got my favourite Optimus Prime head swivel gimmick. It's on like a weird diagonal square thing. It's hard to even explain.
Yeah.
I don't know how they came up with
belly.
Yeah,
like when you transform it, you open up like the grill, and it's in his belly, and it's on a slider that you slide up kind of diagonally, and then diagonally back in, so that the head then sits on the shoulders. It's like such a unique way of doing it. I've not seen that before.
Like I know why they didn't do it again, but I'm glad that they did it for that.
I'll be using it very, very carefully.
Right, I'll go next. My favorite one, if that's all right. So, like, honestly, I always think it's just again, me TFN is the most beautiful place where you can just make friends, and really is the friends that you make on the way are the best pickups. But it wasn't. It was actually third generation.
I am so glad you said that because I was going to slap you.
I was considerably better than any friendship you could have because friends can't shoot things. But no, he was a picked. It's so cool, like, and it's so good in both modes. It's got no right to be such a bloody good plane, and so well, sort of, you can tuck it all up, and even there's a little bit of visible hand syndrome, you can put the guns in there, so that doesn't matter. I can deal with it if the guns are carrying the hands, but yeah, just amazing. So I thought my favorite pickup was going to be Sworder, which is him, but it's not. It's Thunderclash. He turned out to be the best one. So yeah. Thank you, and thank you to Rohan who sold me this. I sold Rohan some toys many moons ago at a different convention completely. I didn't want anything from his stall for ages, and then just as I was coming to TFN, he's like, "Don't forget, you've got some money to spend." I was like, "Oh, you're like Santa Claus." So I raided his stall early and got that and a few other bits as well. Where did I get that hot figure, Paul?
Santa Claus charge. Rohan's like Santa Claus because Santa's reasonably priced.
He's like Santa Claus, but keeps a very close eye on eBay sold listings. But no, it wasn't that much at all. Actually, it was really cheap. I can believe it. So Rohan, thank you for that. Gajira Prime said, "Where did I get that figure?" It's just laying in bed every day, doing the odd workout at about 6 p.m. Contributes to that. Mainly beer, I'd say.
I think you'll find he said, "Where did you get hat figure?" So it's the hat figure that you've got. You know, you look like you're made for hats. Clearly,
I got from the beautiful Rohan. I met his wife as well, and she was lovely. Poor old Rohan got a really tight spot at TFN, but every time he was in there, it was just like the most British thing ever. Everyone was like, "I'm so sorry, can't get past. Sorry." But everyone was cool. It was good. Gav, should we go to you? What was your favourite pickup?
My favourite pickup is probably my favourite pickup I've ever done at any convention or even in my life in any shape or form. At one point, the Toy Fu, Andy K from Toy Fu came over and said, "Look what we've got." Ugh. Whoa. So, an inbox Grandis. And Grandis is the thing that I've wanted ever since Nick brought it to the pub about 20 years ago. And finally managed to get one. And it's not complete, but you'll never get a complete Grandis. So we're going to make them like 3D printed parts for him. And yeah, an absolute, like, this is the guy I wanted for forever. So I've completed Transformers now, in my opinion. I'm going to use this opportunity to retire from collecting. Announce my retirement. I don't need to get anything ever again.
He was never seen again.
Yeah, but I'm so happy. Like, the annoying part, well, it's not annoying, but it's like Nick from Toy Fu loaned me his Grandis to review. So I've had it for like the last year. So now I've got this. I'm like, well, you know, going to open it now. Like, I've played with it. It's fine. So we're never happy in the collecting sphere. But this means the world. And again, without Toy Fu, it wouldn't happen. So I did not budget for it. I am feeling the sting of it right now, but I am very happy.
We won't ask how much it costs. That'd be rude. Wouldn't it, Paul?
Haven't eaten since Wednesday.
Food is overrated.
It beans on toast for a while.
Box looks amazing as well, really.
Yeah, it's like my favourite G1 art, essentially.
It's an incredibly rare figure, isn't it?
It's pretty rare, yeah. And like trying to look up the bits for it, like those people that do 3D printed parts. Matt Marshall, who does a lot of our stuff for TM UK and Toy Fu, he's done Grandis parts in the past. So now I have parts that Nick doesn't have. So together we should be able to make molds of everything with any luck. Because we don't think Matt's got enough work to do between all the other stuff that he does. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Amazing. Come on, Pete.
Mine was this absolutely minty fresh Siren. he genuinely, the camera does not do him justice. He is in such good condition. The stickers are perfect. There's no discoloration. There's no marks on his face. He's just a beautiful, beautiful boy. And I had him when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to him. I don't even know what happened to him. We had him and then we didn't. And then to see him in the flesh, I'm not bothered about it being boxed or anything, but to be in such good condition, he was the top end of reasonably priced. However, I didn't think twice. It was absolutely stunning. And this was by far my favorite pickup. Regular watchers of the show know how I feel about that 87, 89 Headmasters, Target Masters, the chunk, the blockiness, the complete zero articulation. And he's just, I can't use any words. He's quite possibly the most beautiful toy to ever come into this house.
That's it. Sometimes these things come along and you just go, I'm never going to get this opportunity again. Like, I need to do it now. And no regrets.
I did tell Pete that I didn't actually spot. I walked past that stall before he did. I didn't actually spot that because if I had, I would have had it. For the price, I'll say this now, Pete. You're doing it a disservice. The price for the condition it's in was exceptional, really, considering what other figures from a similar era were going for which was like £30 or £40 more. And I think that's the best. That's certainly the best condition siren I've ever seen, barring the 80s.
It was so nice. But thanks to you, Andy, because the same guy was selling Hotspot. And Hosehead.
You mean Hosehead?
Yeah, Hosehead. And I picked him up as well. And for the pair, what I paid, I think, it was still very reasonable.
That's good. Hosehead. I was just about to mention Hosehead because that's like my guy. Like the Hosehead toy. It was like I don't know if you ever had this growing up, but the unsolicited toy gifting from a parent. They were just like, my dad was out one day and he came back and was like, "Here's a toy for you," and you're like, "Oh my god!" Like, it's not a birthday, it's not Christmas. There he is. And I've always held that Hosehead's always been my guy because of that. It's like
that's a good reason, though. That's a very good reason.
Yeah.
And to get a TFN, like, how important is that? Like, it kind of adds it in, embeds it into the memories as part of that magical weekend, of which there are not many. All right, cool. I think it's everyone, isn't it? So let's move on to we're going to a TFN special. We're not doing social corner, are we?
Not this week.
We're going to.
Do you want to do the quiz? We've got the quiz.
Do the quiz. Should we do the quiz first, then discussion about TFN?
Chance for revenge, vengeance. He'll be fine. I'm sure, being the expert on Transformers, that you. Do we need? Are we discussing that quiz in more detail?
Worse.
Are we discussing the quiz in more detail in the discussion, so that we not now? We'll go into the details of what happened.
To be fair,
there.
I'm still a bit shocked as to what's happened. Not really. Am I, Gav?
Do not sunk in.
You're still trying to process it. Yeah, the success.
Yeah.
Success comes with a lot of baggage.
Yeah. But we'll get a chance to discussion. I've got some footage of different bits of TFN as well, including footage of all three people in front of me on the screen, as well as me. So we'll go through that in the TFN bit. Loads of photos, loads of selfies, loads of little videos. We've got a review, an on-the-spot review with Paul Duggan, who won something very special at the auction. Plus, we've got some of the Toy Fu panel, which I filmed, just a little snippet where they talk about it and some of the other Toy Fu stuff. There's some sort of quiz as well, someone mentioned. I'm not sure about that, but we will dive into that in the bit.
No idea.
So let's get into the quiz. What shall I use as an intro? Let's go for
one of the Star Trek ones.
All right, go on, Troy.
I'm a big chocolate slut. Jerry? Fuck off. Shock your nuts. It makes you dance. Don't eat any bras.
Wise words that we live our lives by.
Make any sense?
I won't do it.
Pete, you need to be a big Trek fan to get those jokes.
We need to take the chat off the screen, please. Whoever's.
Oh yeah,
no, don't worry about that.
No, get it off. I'm no cheating today. Right. So,
yeah, sorry. I was just going to say, I
No,
can't see
no.
comments, okay, so I'm going to be taking part.
Okay.
So comments will stop for a little bit. We'll get them back on as soon as the
Yeah.
quiz is complete. But
Right.
please take part in it. Throw your answers up there because all the other people on the show will be able to see it.
Exactly.
Just us four will be able to see it.
Exactly. Join in at home on live chat, but you won't win anything for it. But just do it for pride. Right. So if you go to the private chat, lads, well, boys, you know, Gav, private chat should be on your right hand side. If you make sure that anything you might have open, like a phone or anything else that's playing YouTube, and you can see live chat, if you make sure that's turned off, even though there's a 30-second lag, it's just to make sure there's no cheating. We wouldn't like that, would we? So you'll have 5 questions, and then we've got a tiebreaker question, which we'll chuck in anyway, because apparently that's what we do in quizzes, according to Dave. So we'll do that, and we'll just see. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun, lads. Multiple choice, apart from the tiebreaker. It's multiple choice, and see how we do. And just enjoy it. Just relax. It's not a serious thing. There's no need.
This feels like a setup.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine. You'll enjoy yourself. Right. So I'll read the question twice. I'll give the 3 options. It's A, B, or C. Just put one answer in, please. Paul, I'm looking at you. Just put one answer in, please. Whatever you put as your first answer, that's the one I'll be taking, even if you change it. So maybe take a second to think about it. Maybe don't rush into it. Unless, of course, you know the answer straight away. Right. Are we ready, boys? Do we feel ready?
Yeah.
Excellent. So it's not fastest. It's just get it right. Okay. A bit like at TFN. Right. So question number 1. In Beast Wars, what was the name of the Maximal ship from the opening episode? Was it A, the Victory, B, the Excellion, or C, the Axelon? In Beast Wars, what was the name of the Maximal ship from the opening episode? Was it A, the Victory, B, the Excellion, or C, the Axelon? Ooh, answers are in. Right.
I answered twice because I was so excited.
Well,
Sorry.
Thankfully, the same answers. Makes it easier, at least. I'll just break up the answers there so we know. Right. So, Pete, you went for B, the Excellion. Paul, you went for C, the Axelon. And Gav, you also went for C, the Axelon. And it is C, the Axelon. So that's 1 point to Gav and 1 point to Paul. The rematch continues.
Pete, do you watch Transformers or?
Do you even watch Transformers?
He really does hate Beast Wars, doesn't he?
He so does.
He knew the answer as well, but he just couldn't bear him.
He originated Trunk Not Monkey.
His
He's got it
friends
tattooed on his butt cheeks. Right. Number 2. Question number 2. Here we go. In Beast Wars, what was the name of the Predacon ship from the opening episode? Was it A, the Dark Side, B, the Vengeance, or C, the Nemesis? So in Beast Wars, what was the name of the Predacon ship from the opening episode? Was it A, the Dark Side, B, the Vengeance, or C, the Nemesis? Play along at home, everybody. Put your answers in. Now, if I was McFeely, I'd be explaining everything in fine detail, and I can't do that because I haven't got the wiki open right now. But if I did, I'd be spot on.
Shots fired.
He wrote 99% of that.
No, I'm not saying he has the wiki open. I'm saying I need it open.
That's in the wiki.
He is the wiki. Anyway, that's it. Not from him being behind us during the quiz. Right, number 2. So you have put, Paul, you've gone for A, the Dark Side. Pete, you went for B, the Vengeance. And Gav, you went for A, the Dark Side. The correct answer is A, the Dark Side. So 2 points to Gav.
History's repeating itself, yeah.
Paul, nil point for Pete at the moment.
Andy, who answered the question first out of everyone?
Out of everyone, let me just check my records.
Got it right.
We've got a bit of a. It's you, Paul. Yeah, you answered the question first. That is some top guessing right there. Right, let's go to question number 3. Sorry, knowledge. I meant knowledge. Similar words. Right, question number 3. Come on, Pete. You can get this one. I know you can. In Beast... No, I'm joking. Which G1 Seacon was mistakenly named as Jawbreaker in the Marvel UK G1 comic book story Salvage? Was it A, Scalor, B, Overbite, or C, Snaptrap? Which G1 Seacon was mistakenly named as Jawbreaker in the Marvel UK G1 comic story Salvage? A, Scalor, B, Overbite, C, Snaptrap. You'll remember that story, of course, because it featured Richard Branson back when they had permission to use him. Right up to the point where apparently they lost that permission. Right, so we've got answers already. Oh, the boys are quick today, which I've heard. Right, so you guys went for Pete. You went for B, Overbite. Paul, you went for A again, Scalor. I'm just going to check back in a minute whether you've put A for every answer so far and you played the law of average. And Gav, you put A, Scalor as well. The correct answer is B. Oh. So Pete, you got it right. It was Overbite, whose gun was called the Jawbreaker rifle, or Jawbreaker gun, and they mistakenly got the names muddled up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
you know that guy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, get so much more respect if I did this in an Irish accent. I'm sure I would. Right, question number 4. Let's go again. Still a chance now because it's 2 points to Gav and Pete. It's 2 points to Gav and Paul. 1 point to Pete. So Pete could potentially draw level here with a bit of luck. Right, number 4. In which year did Transformers Robots in Disguise launch as part of the aligned continuity? So I know there's more than one RAD, but this is the one that was part of the aligned continuity. Was it A, 2015, B, 2016, or C, 2017? So in which year did Transformers Robots in Disguise launch as part of the aligned continuity? A great cartoon. A, 2015, B, 2016, or C, 2017? Pete, oh no, I've got your answer. It's come through now. Didn't we have a question something like this in the quiz at TFN? It was something to do with RAD, wasn't it? It was like, what year we did an episode?
It was when the combiner appeared, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, all the questions were about combiners, yeah. Right, let's have a look at the answer.
I couldn't honestly tell you a single question that happened at that quiz. No idea.
Quick confession. I was stood next to Pete at the side not long after we'd been kicked out. And I turned to him, oh, they're all combiners. I don't know if I just wasn't listening or what, but anyway.
I was copying Pete for the first question. I wrote down the combiner, which wasn't even on there, and I copied his answer wrong. I put Devastator, and I was laughing. I copied Pete, and Pete went, that's not on the board, and that's not what I've written.
Oh, right. Anyway, so in which year did Transformers Robots in Disguise launch as part of the aligned continuity? The answer is A, 2015. So, Paul, you pull ahead by a point because Gav put B and Pete, you put C. Ooh, so it's now 3 points to Paul, 2 points to Gav, 1 point to Pete. Everything to play for in this last question, except for Pete. No, that was question number 4.
Oh. That's
everything to play for except for Pete because he's already lost. Right, question number 5.
I mean, we'd all love this quiz to continue forever. We would.
Wouldn't we? Wouldn't we? I could have done more questions. Next time I'll do 20. Which bot is the leader of the G1 Power Dashers? Which bot is the leader of the G1 Power Dashers? Is it A, Aragon? Is it B, Zeta? Or is it C, Chromar? Which bot is the leader of the G1 Power Dashers? A, Aragon, B, Zeta, or C, or it might be Zeta, or C, Chromar.
I don't really know what words they are you're using.
Guess. Guessing is your friend.
Do you know?
How many answers have we got?
Sometimes you just got to go against the grain here.
Paul, is that your final answer? Can I just double check?
I was pressing C and then enter, and then I thought, oh no, I've been pressing C and then Alt. And I thought, oh, no, I'm not. I'm pressing enter. And I realized I'd pressed it 3 times.
Well, let's not keep the people waiting. So the question was, which bot is the leader of the G1 Power Dashers? Well, let's have a look. Pete, you went for B, which was Zeta. Gav, you went for A, which is Aragon. And Paul, you went for C, which is Chromar. And according to the TF Wiki, the answer is C, Chroma. So, Paul, you've
There we
only got to win the flipping quiz again.
Thank you.
He's proven his knowledge is beyond
I tell
compare.
you, please choose my lottery numbers this weekend. Let's do the tiebreaker question anyway, because it's a bit of fun. And tell you what, seeing as after what happened at TFN, if whoever gets this right, it's like next goal wins. There you go. Just steals the victory away from Paul, even though we all know Paul won.
Did I?
Did I?
It's not about winning and losing.
No, exactly. It's about the journey
Yeah.
and enjoying it, none of which we've enjoyed. Right. This is an answer where you have to get the answer closest. Okay, closest. So I'm not giving you multiple choice. You'll just have to take a guess. In season 4 of the G1 cartoon, The Rebirth, how many new characters were introduced over the 3 episodes? So that's Transformers and Nebulans. Closest guess, please.
How many
How many
Transformers were
Transformers
introduced?
and Nebulans were introduced all together? Think about it logically. Try and think back. Don't take ages. We haven't got long.
Think about it logically, for God's sake.
The love of God.
None of you are thinking logically. Come on.
Gav's gone in early. God bless him.
Because I thought Nebulons, that's a washing detergent. Is it not?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Come on, type. You got 10 seconds. Type a number. I'm going to open a can of lager while you're doing it. Wait for it. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes, I am.
See, I've been going on mute every time. I don't need to do that.
No.
No, just crack on.
No, well, I was just filling the time while we all waited for Paul to put his best guess.
Standing on the airs and graces here.
Do you want to see some guesses? Toy Slice put 7.
I don't
Mick
even
put
pour my
25,
can into a pint glass, Gav. That's how I roll. I'm just
Skyver,
back.
45, 69,
Anyway.
51,
Right.
Jira, 30.
Have we got some good guesses? No,
32,
somebody will be on the wiki. I can
Perry's
guarantee
put
somebody will be on the wiki.
28.
No, none of these are correct. No,
No. Simon put
I've not seen
21.
the correct answer so far.
I'd say
but
the
then
closest.
How do you know?
Ed's changed it. It's the 36. It's probably 30. Is the average.
Right. So, Gav, you went with 28. Pete, you went higher. You went 40. Paul, you went in the middle. You went 35. The correct answer is that there were 25 brand new Transformers introduced over the course of the Rebirth. However, there were also 21 Nebulans.
No.
We had to send all together. So the correct answer is 46. 46 new characters, and the closest person
wins.
Pete. So Pete from the Jaws of Defeat absolutely steals victory. This is lunchtime football in secondary school.
He's
He
off.
smashed home a top bins winner, and
Delighted.
he's walked off. and
Delighted he
carried
is.
on. Anyway, that's it. That was the quiz. All a bit of fun. Hope you all enjoyed it.
It was. Thank you.
Imagine we're producing a TV show. What we're going to do for this season? We're going to bring in 40 new characters. Oh.
It's amazing though, because that's literally what it was.
You get a
I think
toy.
originally,
You get a toy.
I read that because David Wise wrote it, didn't he? And originally he was told he'd have 5 episodes. And then they came back to him and now you got 3. Just knock them out in 3 episodes. So every time people say, "Oh, it's just a toy advert," well, it kind of had to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we get back on with the show now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do our discussion, which is all about TFN. Can you imagine if they'd done like EastEnders, 43 new characters over 3 episodes? You'd be like,
All in 3
what?
episodes.
Concentrate. Right, it's time for discussion time.
We now return to the Transformers.
Cool. So it was Transformers: The Nation a mere couple of days ago, which was just if you don't know what it is, it's just an amazing time. We popped down on the Thursday. We left on the Monday. It's in Birmingham at the Hilton Metropole. I've got a video. I'm going to try and play it, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So bear with me. I'm going to share my screen. Oop, don't want to share that. I'll probably delete that bit of history. Right. Let's see if I can share this. Select tab to share. Window.
This is going to
media
work, I can tell.
To
I've got
share
a good
audio,
feeling.
share a tab or screen instead. Chrome. Right, so it's been into Chrome. All right, bear with. Nope, that's not going to work.
We'll just
Don't
fill the
like-
gap while you're doing that. Talk amongst ourselves.
Have a little chat about your what your favourite food was at TFN.
Favorite food.
If you
Oh,
could,
that's a tough one.
The 30 quid fish finger sandwich at the Birmingham Metropole Hotel.
the menu was slightly limited at the Metropole I built this year.
Yeah, you're best just going to like Five Guys or something.
Yeah,
but
or ordering in.
Or ordering in. That was good on the Saturday night after the hall closed. Toy Fu got some pizzas in, and incredible! Like never had pizza before. It was delicious.
First time, brilliant.
Yeah, all that hype with the Teenage Mutant Turtles. You're like, I'm not getting on the train yet.
Yeah, that's it. And it lived up to it. Lived up to the hype. It was fantastic.
You're not getting me.
I think the video might play. We're going to give it a go. Okay. It also
Let's try it.
That's absolutely copyright struck again. So we'll see. Here we go. So I've put no music on it, but there's a mixture of clips and photos. So feel free to chip in, but be aware that suddenly a video might suddenly start playing. Just shout over it if it's not a good video. Here we go. So we should start with Toy Fu, hopefully. So this is the panel. And you should see a little video coming up.
Claire were involved in it and did the vast majority of organising the merch. So it spreads, it builds arms and legs. Everybody helps.
They done the merch.
And it is really massively humbling for us to experience.
It's the fanzines. Was it Matt Marshall's?
Yeah, Matt does all the fanzines each year. Puts everything together and like corrals everyone in one place.
Hey,
That's
it's
me.
you, Gav.
That's me.
This is Red Shadow. We'll get to see him at the end.
It's incredible. Matt every year does some great work. And look at that.
Hey.
I was so happy with the novelty check, by the way. I was like delighted when I saw it.
This was a cocktail I had which confused me. I went with the girls, all the men stayed, and I went for that. I got so confused. I left the girls and went back to the men. Went to it again. Big Metroplex.
Looks like a big pair of trousers.
The wrong trousers, Gromit.
There's Mothra.
There's the Moth.
Primetime Toys. That was a special moment. We got our passes. We felt like big boys. Now these are all sections. You should see some highlights now. He was excellent. Here's Matt. Good trying to talk over this. It doesn't copyright like us.
Yeah, we'll get copyright strike today. Talk over it. Talk over it all the time. The only way to avoid it.
Second place.
They were all fantastic, though.
Yeah.
All of the cosplays were fantastic.
And there's the winner, the overall winner. There's us in Zibar, Lily, RJ. There's Mr. Knowles and Sexy
Knowlesy.
Pete. There's me and RJ again. Black screen coming. Now, this is one of my favourite bits. Just, how... So, RJ took Transformers with him and says, does anyone else bring Transformers? And I thought, do you know what, RJ, I will. I'll bring some with me. It's just so fun, isn't it? Sitting in the pub with a load of Transformers. Look how I posed them and chilling out. And chatting about Transformers with a pint. It was one of the best moments, and RJ, you sorted that for us. This was before the quiz, I think. This is on the quiz, so this is the stage.
Couldn't not have him here, so give Chris McFeely a big round of applause.
There he is. Boy.
Hello, everybody. Now, you might be wondering, why are there chairs as well? Okay, so here we go. This is the other interesting bit. We've got a bit of team rivalry going on. Now, don't worry, we're not excluding you. You get to play along as well. All right, so please give it up to Toy Fu and Transformers the Show.
How graciously we allowed them to walk on stage.
That was nice of you. Appreciate that.
That's the kind of guys we are. Pete, who did we like on this? The lovely Jack Lawrence.
I love the fact as well that Transformers the Show brought in their ringer. Mr. Jack Lawrence, everybody!
I love that Jack's belt wasn't on properly, so he's went, yeah, I'll just sort it out now. This is kind of weird.
One of the greatest Transformers fan of all time. It's Mr. Gav Spence!
Slightly less of a pop than Jack got, you know? Slightly.
So this is how it started. This is how it was for me. So I had my friends around me. Now, if anyone doesn't know, I'm probably a bit crap when it comes to Transformers in terms of like knowing anything whatsoever. But guessing turned out to be all right with that. And this is how it finished. All my friends were gone, and I was just sat on my own with Chris.
We didn't think anything
How did
would
that
get
happen?
this far. No. So we set up the movie prize for Toy Food. We were actually expecting Nick to win it. We thought that would be really fun. So we don't actually have a prize for you. Just know that we love you. And we're going to give you another massive round of applause.
Here's the bit where you completely ignore us and walk up in your own.
I didn't know you were going to run over.
We were coming to celebrate with you.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Evan Michael Lee, he was lovely. What a nice bloke. And there is the giant Metroplex being brought into
gym.
I'm Lena, and I have my holy grail of animated blackouts.
Nice!
How nice
Wow,
was
look at that.
blackout?
That is awesome.
We were so happy with that blackout, and rightly so.
Yeah.
Oh, the dealer hall. So hot and sweaty in there.
I'm here for that too. Just wondering if there's any chance of getting Stan Bush back again, maybe.
This is towards the end.
Maybe Cybertronics 3? Yeah, maybe something like that.
I've asked about Cybertronic Spree before and had a few things explained to me about it. But the biggest one is the cost, isn't it? Because they're a whole band with all of their gear and everything else.
Close children in the poorest parts of the world. So I'm going to hand over. Nick's got a mic already. So let's get the whole team up. They're growing, which is good. I think it's probably needed. Let me get out of your way, Nick.
I always look at these, when I see this stuff, I always go, God, I am ridiculous.
We need you in good game.
Like this.
Go on then.
There's no need for that at all.
Our big target this year was we wanted to hit a lifetime donation to Mary's Meals of £250,000 since we started in 2009. To hit that target this year, we would have had to take in almost £56,000 from the stall, from last night's auctions, and from our sales on TNUK, selling fanzines and raffle tickets. And we got very close. We were £470 short. And then I remembered that Pete from Transformers the Show had run a half marathon for us earlier in the year that raised over £2,000. So we actually
Was the countdown. 5, 4,
This was so exciting.
1.
And this was Matt Marshall, mate, wasn't it? The Red Shadow.
Here we are at TFN with Mr. Duggan. Hello. Who is it?
Oh God, I forgot about this.
Duggatron. Mr. Duggatron. You won this incredible piece of work from the auction. I did. What is it? Why did you want it?
It's Red Shadow. I wanted it because I'm the kind of prick that wants this kind of thing.
Great banter.
It's Black Shadow. However, it's red. Which means, even though I've got Black Shadow, I need to have this as well. It's a different colour. Exactly. And that's basically kind of me and feels collective.
It is very much.
Certainly it's kind of feels my collective.
Who was it who created this fantastic piece?
Ridiculous Matt Larson.
He's incredibly talented.
It's disgusting. And the thing is, you kind of finish G1 and he's like, I'm just going to make more G1. It's exhausting, but I kind of love it.
And the thing is, obviously, all the money that goes into the auction goes to charity, so you are, in many ways, exactly.
Yeah.
You're giving all that money, and
I didn't have to run a half marathon. I just put my hand in the air like 3 times. So I raised money for Typhoon far more efficiently than Pete.
If only
Was I getting cheers in the halls today? No. I sponsored Pete, so that was me anyway. So.
Yeah, that's the kind of the story of Red Shadow. The main story about how Pete isn't as great as everyone says he is.
That's a great story. Can we see one close up?
Yeah, you can. Here he is.
Wow, glorious.
Pete's great, really.
Shut up.
I forgot about that interview.
Yeah, it worked.
I love it. It reminded the Red Shadow looked like Kane from WWE,
Yes.
which made me immediately be like, "That's very cool." I mean, it was cool enough anyway. But God, that was good. I like to see all the from different people's perspectives and stuff. Is very nice. Like seeing the opening ceremony stuff was great. Like it's I always think with the I'd end up doing the health and safety thing for them every year, and I usually go to the opening ceremony for that, get to hear my name said out loud, and then I leave immediately. But the seeing the intro video that Chris Carter puts together, and I think there's a few other people involved this year. And every year the same thing happens. I go, oh yeah, cool, let's just get through this video then. And then the music starts and they start playing all the Transformers stuff. And by the end, I'm sitting there going, I fucking love Transformers so much. I'm like, it gets me every single year and gets me ready for the whole weekend. And yeah, they just do such a good job getting you ready for that whole thing. Love it.
Oh, I wasn't up in time for the opening ceremony, and honestly, I did want, and I'm rubbish there, but I did want to see it. I 100% did, but I got it out by an hour. If it wasn't at 10:30, I think it was at 9:30. It came on, but yeah, it's exactly the same thing with the closing ceremony. Like it was just playing. I was just like, oh, I want to understand everything about Armada now. Like, I just want to learn it all. Like, it gets you so tingly. Like, God, there's such a huge universe that it's in.
Yeah.
And that moment where it just sort of landed, the next TFN. They didn't say that the next TFN is going to be a celebration of the 40th anniversary of the 1986 movie, but it felt like it was, and the font was in it, and the music was there, and
down the tunnel thing.
Down the tunnel, yeah.
Kaleidoscope of love.
It's kind of mad to think that in that intro video where they show all those bits from all the Transformers history, then they'll flash up a bit from Beast Wars, and there will be someone in the crowd standing there with a cold heart, hating it.
I was just going to say, I watch those videos at the end of it. At the end of that videos, I always find myself going, I'm going to watch some bloody Beast Wars now. Yes.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I haven't done it yet, and it's about 7 years in, but eventually I will get around to it. It's on my list. It's on Amazon Prime for free now, so I can watch it.
Exactly.
Rudy asked, hi, David. Oh, it was he was just one of my highlights, David Cousins. But Rudy said that it's inspired by Action Force, that robot. Red Shadow. I think it was, wasn't it? Matt was talking about.
I think it was, yes.
How it was, yeah, it was inspired by that line of Action Force, all the red like that. Didn't he say the TIE fighter, which they converted into a skull with the wings?
Yeah. They took a TIE fighter and they stuck a skull on the front of it, painted it all red, and put that out in the Action Force line. And genius.
Yeah, salute them for doing that. So how was it? How was your TFN? So Andy, well, Pete, we've not heard from you yet. Come on. How's it compare? You've done to. So did you go? When you've been to all of them, haven't you, in the whole wide world since you were like 6 years old? When it was like just like in the church back in 1802. I remember you saying like auto assembly.
Yeah, it was. There was literally just one table.
It was called assembly.
I have thought about this quite a lot, and I thought about it on the drive home and the days subsequently, that it's easy to come back from it and go, oh my God, that was the best one ever. Because you've still got those feelings of having a great time. But I can genuinely, hand on heart, say that is the best TFN I've ever been to. For so many reasons, you know, you know, the dealer hall was amazing. We were involved in some aspect. There were so many people. It's grown and grown and grown, and you just see the thing that, I guess, without being cliche, warms your heart most is there's so many smiles, there's so many conversations, there's so many little pockets of people that are having with people they've met through the fandom, or they've, you know, they brought friends along and stuff. And I just, for me, it was by far and away, it was so slick. It was just an amazing weekend. Just an amazing weekend. And the TFN crew, I don't think get enough credit for the operation they put on. From the volunteers to the black shirts. We just think it happens, and it doesn't. And it was just such an awesome weekend. And I was a fan beforehand. Now I'm a super fan. It was just it was just amazing.
That's like Guzzy's alluded to it. Like, he had a fantastic time, and like obviously loads of people suffer from social anxiety. It's really hard, but it's just such a welcoming community. And I think it's almost like a self-perpetuating like journey, where, because we always talk about it, and it's such a welcoming community, and we look after each other. People go there and have a great time and look after each other, and then more people look after each other, and you look for people like. I know those people just going up chatting to people who looked on their loans, come over here and sit with us, and you just don't like. I think it's a real thing now that if you've suffered with it, or if you know people have suffered with it, you actually make sure that people are right, and there isn't anyone sitting on their own. And one of the mums, I can't remember the names of one of the kids, just said, "Look, it was her son's first TFN, and he sometimes struggles with anxiety and autism, and he said it couldn't have been like better. He can't wait to come next year, because like everyone just looked after him." Off their own back, and they didn't need to. And I think if you build more and more of that into the community, we should never not talk about it. We should always champion that, because I think it's one of the biggest strengths from TFN, and we should be proud as a community of that. And loads of people mentioning it, saying how they would struggle to go, but everyone just looks after each other, and there was fucking Transformers as well. It's win-win.
Can I just say my last point is the best part of the weekend for me was Saturday night, where we were. Because I think it's easy for it to be a big group of people, because of the people associated with the show and their partners and stuff. But at one point, I looked over the table, and there were people talking that hadn't met before, and they came over, and it was almost like a community within a community, and it was just so like it just filled my heart. Do you know what I mean? Because it was just,
I'm not laughing at what you're saying, Pete, but I'm only laughing because on that Saturday night, I walked up to Paul and I said the exact same thing. I said, look across what we've got here, our friends, and then friends of friends. Look at all these people who come. And I said, that's something we should be proud of. And then I went and grabbed you, Pete. I told you the same thing, and you kind of went, yeah. Next day, you were saying all this. I said that to you last night.
Just like the toys, mate. Just here for the toys.
It's just about the toys. But yeah, the community aspect of it, and the fact that there were so many people who now come and do. You look across, and there's people talking to people, and then they know people, so then that brings other people and other people. And there are little groups, of course, because there's people who know each other, and that's what they come from for, to see their friends again. But even then, you're starting to get overlap between those groups, and it's always such a lovely atmosphere. It's always so positive. That's not to say there aren't things that happen sometimes. These things, it's inevitable. If there's people who are there idiots, they'll do something idiotic. But you just see so little of that at TFN, and this year was just like, it was just amazing. It was such a wonderful atmosphere and so many great people. And I think it helps. I think it needs to be said. Obviously, the organisers, we know, do an incredible job, and they work so hard all year. But there's also the guests. It's the guests who come and actually mingle in with everybody else and have a pint with you and have a chat with you quite happily. You know, we were lucky enough to sponsor Jack Lawrence. He was an absolute star all weekend, and he came and was hanging out with us on the Saturday night. And just what a guy. David Cousins, one of the loveliest human beings on the planet as well, who, you know, I was joking with my wife. I found a photo I think David had put it up, and I downloaded it, and it's a photo of me and him from the Sunday night when he went round. He was getting selfies with everybody because he was saying he had to leave, and we do look like a couple in the photo, so that's really nice. It's that's a nice touch, and that's something that we can share forever.
Aspirational, that.
Yeah, that is. Well, I'm aiming high.
Did you ever see that guy who like photoshopped little pictures of Skeletor onto all his wedding photos?
Yes,
for years,
For
and
years.
like growing up, and the wife never noticed, and then finally, like 6 years into the relationship, went, he's everywhere. That's why we do David Cousins, just little David Cousins everywhere in all the photos.
But it was so lovely. It was just such a wonderful atmosphere, and that added to it all. Yes, you've got all the Transformers. We go there for the Transformers, but we kind of. It sounds cliche to say it, but the Transformers do kind of become the secondary thing because it's the social aspect now.
Yeah.
And I think for more people who, cheers, love, I appreciate that. For us now, and I think it would be for other people who when they kind of are able to get through that social anxiety and they start to make those connections, you go to TFN to meet up with your friends, and then the Transformers are just something that comes along with it. They're like the icing on the cake, and it was just wonderful to see so many people getting along and having a good time, and yeah, it's just fantastic. And Gav, you'll know from the table, well, just
the tables was insane. Like I think the Transformers are the ultimate social icebreaker because you know that everyone there is into the same kind of thing, even if they're not into the same Transformers as you, even if they don't like Beast Wars, you can still be like, oh, is that whatever? Is that what? Someone brought lots of metal cardboard toys, and I was right over to the table immediately, like, oh, I haven't seen these. That's cool. It's a total like social thing, and I think the more you do it in life, genuinely, if you struggle with that, because I used to, walking up to groups of people is intimidating. But if you walk up at TFN and be like, hey, is that Metroplex? Yeah, cool. You have that little interaction. It makes it easier in the rest of your life because it's not the end of the world. People are accepting generally and want to have these chats. And like they were coming up to the table at the TM UK table, they were buying stuff. Like obviously that's great for Mary's Meals and all that. But more than ever this year, I was getting like people being like, I want to start making videos. And like, what do you recommend I do? And I'm like, well, first of all, speak to Thew or Chris McFeely. Don't bother me with this stuff. But no, I was like, but they were asking me for like, how would you get started? What's what things to avoid? And I was like, that's so nice to see people getting into it still, and wanting to make stuff that they want to see, and it builds up a certain community around that. And yeah, it was such a nice thing. All weekend was just a proper like endorphin hit that sustains you until the next event, pretty much. And again, the organizers, as loath as I am to say nice things about Andrew D. Turnbull and the rest of the TFNation organizers, like no one's doing. It's not a company as such, like they're not like a corporation that's trying to squeeze money as much as they can. It's all about people having a good time, and it's all about what's best for the people who are attending that convention and making sure they're safe and happy and well catered to. And the guests are all in the same boat. And yeah, I could not imagine missing it every year. It's just the highlight of the year by far.
Got shot across the bow. He knows where the bodies are buried.
I would never say anything bad. Just saying.
It was quite nice because we got a chance to chat with Andrew Turnbull late. Well, it depends how you look at it. Late on the Saturday or early hours of Sunday morning, depending on how you look at it. And man, he was still going strong. How I don't know.
Yeah, he'd had like a bite of an apple about 9 hours before he was still coasting off that
sustenance for the whole thing.
Was there any
amazing weekend?
I was just going to say, was there any because Gav, you're kind of working most of the time. Do you get to see any of the panels or anything?
No,
particularly.
No,
so you miss out on all of
that. I got to go to the Club Con stuff. I wanted to see the Sunday McFeely Sorensen Transformers None thing, but I didn't get to. I hope someone's recorded it at least. If you have, you shouldn't have done it, but send me a link to it as well. But yeah, like I'm just kind of used to it now. And honestly, the amount of time that's spent and the people that come up and they're so nice, and people bring us like presents because they like the channel and all this other stuff. Like, I'm so grateful for it, and you know, as much as I might miss out on panels, what we get out of that other side of it, raising money for the charity and stuff, it's well worth it. And it's tiring, and yeah, we're very sore because I'm 43 years old now, which means I'm at the end of my life. But yeah, it's I would never consider a time where I wouldn't want to go and help out with it. Yeah, I like even just looking at some of the stuff. Like, again, I'm going to have to make a whole video just of things that people were nice enough to give me, and you know, you're like constantly being like, "Don't give me that. That's take that for yourself." You're, you know, I don't, please don't. Like, no, we want to give you something. Okay, cool. So yeah, I've got to make a video tomorrow about that. Complaining. I'm complaining about having to make a video about it. No, it's the best.
Are we showing off the rest of our hauls now?
Yes, come on then. Let's do a quick haul video. And if it's right, can we finish on toy reviews down quickly? How the channel's going, how it was a little bit different at TFN maybe each year. I'd like to do that. Don't know why my voice is getting higher, but yeah, let's go for it.
We can do that. That's no problem. That's okay.
Okay. Brilliant.
I'm talking about
Andy, take us through what you got at TFN.
All right, I'll go first, but I'll go through some of the paperwork, or the I think it's most of what I got. So Wadapan, I hope I'm saying that right, was there with Ben Watson on the Saturday night, and I'd forgotten that I had he'd put a post up on, it was Blue Sky or Twitter, I can't remember now, and asked, would anybody be interested in this? And obviously I said yeah, and basically Wadapan did this little fanzine where, if I just show you the first page, it's fact files on a load of the G1 toys, but it's also got the animation model, it's got kind of the comic book look, the box art look, the toy itself, and then all the write-ups. So you get kind of the whole range of that idea, that media that you had back in the 80s. And who have we got in there? I'll show one for Pete. I think he's in here, is he? Yeah, there he is. Of course he is. There's Grimlock.
Hey, Big G.
And they were very kind enough to give me a copy. Not only give me a copy, but insisted they sign it. So they've just signed it there. So that was really kind of, and then I love that. And I lost it for a while. I kind of panicked, but the wife had put it somewhere safe in with like a file thing she had. So it was there. Lena Jinx, who we saw in the video with the animated blackout, gave us a lovely copy of the print that they created rather, which is fantastic. So you got Omega Prime, and then Pete's favourites, Dinobot and Rutrop there. And I know Pete would be really pleased to see those. And then my other paperwork pickup was from the lovely TMUK team, and it was Thunderclash Gets It Together, which I have read part of so far, but I need to get on and read the rest of it. But fantastic. If you haven't picked it up yet, Gav, is this still available? Can people order this online or anything like that?
There are issues still available, but we are working it out right now. I'm working it out with a very talented Jim Stafford, who is I'm going to send copies to him, because I don't know why I have them, but I do. So I'm going to send them back to Jim. Right,
cool. Well, if you can get this, look out for it. I think last episode we put up a link to the coffee, I think it was, where you could have a look and pre-order it and everything. And I'm sure if you have a look there and keep an eye on it, they'll put up some more information. If you haven't got it and you want to get it, then you'll have the chance. And then that'll take us on to actual pickety ups. So, right, okay. I shall try to work through this. So now, bottom left corner down here, you have the SDCC exclusive Legend Scale Cybertron Skywarp, which was the first thing I received as a gift from Skywarp SCS, the lovely Steve from Stevenage, which was very kind of him, and thank you very much for that, Steve, again. Oh, it's lovely though. It's ridiculous because it's just a repaint of the Starscream one that was released, but dear God, it's good. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it is beautiful. So thank you very much, Steve, for that. I said on the show before we went, I wanted an Energon tidal wave, and lo and behold, Moff got me an Energon tidal wave for my birthday, which is very kind of him. And look, it's got the 2 wings that are always missing, or at least one of them's always missing. It's got them. So yes, get in there. There's Thunderclash gets it together. There's a pair of Primetime Toy shades that Moff also gave me from the lovely Borders dude, Mr. John Grieve. He gave me the Lizard Cannon from Thundercats 2011 and a little slide figure as well, which is great because it kind of starts to fill up the last of my bits that I need for the whole of that 2011 collection. But on the downside, my son has decided he thinks we should open them all as soon as possible. So now I am fighting that off with all I am worth. I think, did I put some on these? So you might be able to see the Sky Warp towards the back there. That's the Takara Transformers Prime, Starscream, and Sky Warp, which is the Arms Micron version, which is real. Like, it's the first time I've ever seen it in person. Toyfu, you lovely people, had it on the table. £20. I will say how much that one was. £20, absolute bargain. Snap that up immediately from the always lovely Mellow Shade, who's in the chat. Good old Spider Father. He gave me a birthday present, which was Jackshot from the Takara Cybertron line, and it's just lovely, sealed in its box. It's so lovely. From Primetime Toys and Moff, I got the Grand Maximus. Which is their kind of scaled down Fortress Maximus, but in the Grand Maximus colors. That's brilliant. I have actually got it out of the box since this photo was taken, and I've been messing around with it. I did have it out at TFN as well, so people have seen it. From Toyformers, I got the last two G1 Predators jets that I needed. Skydive, and I want to say the other one's called Talon. But I can't remember now. But I got those, and they had their gold plastic guns, and they had their missiles, and they are in really nice condition. So very happy to pick them up. I also picked up from Toyfu the Dark Crumple Zone you can see in the background there, and a box G1 landmine. I did very, very well.
It's very nice.
I got myself a Studio Series Slag because it's the only one of them I haven't got, because I'm not a massive fan of Slag. Sludge is my least favourite Dinobot. Sorry, Paul, he is. But I just find him dull. We discussed this before and you were offended then. And then Slag is my second least favourite one. I don't know. I just found him always radgy and it just got on my nerves. But I've got him now, so I've got all of them. And
I think Alan Shearer was overrated, just FYI.
That's all right.
Still
the Premier League's record scorer, so, don't care.
Not to massively interrupt the thing, but we've got two of your Dinobots in order. Can you just go through them quick, just for my own records?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Number 1, personal favourite, Snarl. Number 2, Grimlock. Number 3, Swoop, and then the other 2.
That's practice. You've done that so quickly. That's brilliant.
When you know, you know. Anyway, sorry to all the Sludge and Slag fans. Anyway, who else did you get? I got Twin Twist, the Wreck and Rule version from RJ. Thank you very much for that, RJ. And I keep forgetting about this in the middle here. Slug Slinger, the lovely Odimus Prime from Primetime Toys. Simon was selling off a load of his bots, and he was selling rare stuff like ridiculously cheap. So on the Sunday morning, he's putting them out, and I was chatting away with him, and he puts out this complete Titans Return Slug Slinger. And he just puts a sticker, £10 on it. 10 Earth pounds. And I just say, you can't sell it. This is fantastic. I said, I've got one, but it's got a broken clip. You can't sell that for £10. And he went, well, you have it then. And he just gave it to me. He wouldn't accept money for it. So what a lovely, lovely man. And you can see Scourge in the background. That's him in the box. Probably should have placed that better in the photo. But, And then, not forgetting Skybite. So obviously, we all know the connection of Skybite, the character, and everything to TFN and the lovely Paul, Mr. Paul Farrelly, quiz winner, Matrix test winner, as he will be known for the next 12 months until the rematch. He very kindly gifted me that as well. And I think that's everything. So there's the lovely Sky Warps. The colors on that Transformers
That's
Prime
nice.
Skywarp are just. Oh, there's my Predators. Make your own jokes. And only one of the 2 gold plastic pistols is broken. The other one is lovely and minty. For now, that's why it won't be going in anyone's hands.
Yeah, they come pre-broken.
Yeah, normally
Something.
that's the way it is. Yeah. And there's those lads. And this is so great. I know I went for Scourge. I could have gone for this. This is the Dark Crumple Zone Transformers Cybertron, which again is really rare, and I'd never seen one. Well, no, that's not true. I had seen one in person. I saw one the previous year, and I couldn't remember who bought it, and it was Bisto. So I got one, and it's lovely. And there it is. And I think that's it. Oh, then my wife brought me some risers. That's not a TFN thing. I just forgot to put them into to the pickups. She bought me some risers so that I can try putting them into my display shelves, and they're actually behind me now with the Master of the Universe stuff. But that was. She set it up. That's her posing before anybody has a go at me. And then I completely forgot about this Ratfang. So in the was it the Toyfu raffle, TMUK raffle? Yep. Obviously Matt Marshall does these incredible customs. He'd done these fantastic mask vehicles. This was Ratfang, which my wife, not me, won, although I went and claimed it because, obviously. But then our lovely friend Dogatron was talking to us in the bar on Sunday afternoon, and he was explaining how he bought paid £100 in raffle tickets and didn't win any of them, and he was a bit gutted and a bit down. So mentioned it to the wife, and the wife and him had a chat on the Sunday night, and basically he bought it off her so that she had some money to go towards his snake fund, which obviously I'm overjoyed about. More snakes. So Dogatron got that, and he was very, very happy, and I hope he's enjoying it. Wonderful work, though. What an incredible kind of, do we call him customizer, creator? I don't even know.
Everything that guy is so incredibly talented. It's unreal. The stuff he comes out with every year is just mind-blowing.
It's astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. So, yes, that's it. Sorry, I know that took a little while, but...
no, it's fine. It's interesting how
Matt
took how he resin created it rather than 3D printing, like...
Yeah, he does all the molds and everything. Does it the hard way, pretty much. So they feel just like the real deal, essentially.
Yeah, 100%. Gav, do you have any more pickups to take us through?
I got quite I start because of the Grandest thing. I kind of kept it a little bit less crazy than I usually do. So I picked up the first thing I got was Cloud Hell Warp. So this cool like Skybite and Skywarpy colors.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I was like, as soon as I saw it,
we need to make Gav bigger so that we can see it in a bit more detail, because I've never seen one of them.
The last thing I need to be is bigger. But yeah, it's just very cool. And I'll be honest, the toy itself, I'm not a fan of the mold necessarily, but the toy, it just looks, that's just cool, just proper edgelord stuff, which I'm a big fan of.
Where did you get that from then?
Toy Food, everything I bought except for my blockies was Toy Food.
Brilliant.
I also got Transmetal 2 Iguanas, which is a very nice color scheme, and he's just a little fun guy with a lot of love to give.
I like the Transmetal 2 designs. I think they're really nice.
It was so weird, and they never did anything really like it again. So yeah, I love it. I got this little custom of a Rise of the Beasts Primal called Drumbeat, which is a little kind of evil primal purple effort. That was fine. I like that a lot. And I also got Six Shot. I got the reissue of Six Shot. So
nice.
I'd never played with it ever, so getting to play about with it was a real treat. I thought it was going to be the same size as Quick Switch. So Quick Switch goes to like here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. And also Toy Fu had all like the Autobot cars essentially in box, so I got Trailbreaker.
Nice.
Again, Toy Fu, the ethos of Toy Fu is essentially everyone wins. So you're going to get, like, this was ridiculously cheap for what it is, for like an in-box complete Trailbreaker. But next thing is always, we make money for the charity, and someone gets a toy for a good price, and everyone wins in that regard.
Exactly.
So, and although we all tell them all the time, that's too low a price. Put the price up on that. But yeah, and also finally, last thing was I managed to pick up this fantastic Juggermorph transforming G1 toy. If you don't know, instead of Transformers Generation 2 in Scotland, we got Juggermorph, which is sort of a knockoff of Optimus Prime in different colours. So yeah, to see one in real life and get it from Mint Palmer was fantastic, and I'm very grateful for that. And more Juggermorph will be happening in 2026, but to get something like this was just the culmination of a life's work. So very much appreciate it.
That's awesome.
But that's my pickups.
Cool. Pete, I see you are ready. Amazing.
So I didn't get the lamp or the fake TFN. They were already
Toy food lamps.
Yeah,
lamp food.
They were already at home.
Decor food.
It was a right mixed bag between masterpiece stuff and a fair chunk of animated. So I picked up off the groups the Fans Hobby, Redwind, and Darkwing. I'm a bit of a fan. Now I've discovered Fans Hobby, I'm like in love with them.
You're buying everything.
Yeah, their bots are amazing. So I picked up along the bottom, you'll see their version of a Siren and the other one.
Ace Hitter?
Yeah.
Ace Hitter, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
Oh
what
my
the name
god!
was.
He knows Transformers. Japanese ones.
So I picked up from Omega Lock the anime, so like the Toon Accurate Smokescreen. I've wanted it for ages. I haven't seen it at a reasonable price because it goes for a crazy price secondhand. It really is in high demand and quite a sought after toy. So picked that bad boy up for a very reasonable price. Got the OG Soundwave cassettes to go with Robot Paradise's version of Soundwave, which I was quite chuffed with. Everyone's had Make Toys Contact Shot. I got it out of the box today. I don't know why I sat on it for so long. It's such a good toy. Such a good toy. Very, very anime-esque. And then onto like the animated stuff. I got a Waspinator. I got a Rodimus. I really wanted a Rodimus. Sadly, it hasn't got the missiles for his bow, but I can live with that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. He's gorgeous. He's just missing the missiles. I can live with that. Waspinator, the Takara Bumblebee with Jet backpack, which I'm still convinced I overpaid for, but I don't care.
Oh, let me know what you paid for it out after the show. But that Bumblebee, the specific, it's a different Bumblebee to the rest of the line, and it's my favorite one of the line. It's a great toy.
Right, well, that justifies it then. Underneath it is the Gav said so. The Prime and Megatron 2-pack. I got this from Toy Fu. It's still got the DVD. It hasn't been opened, so that'll be quite cool. The box is in quite good condition. This little Grimlock was a present from Borders. John Grieve is a very, very generous, lovely man. It means a lot. A little present, massive heart. Takara Topspin, because I didn't have that, and then a load of stuff from Moth that wasn't Transformers. Oh, I got Safeguard from Toy Fu as well. Thundercats Cross Master of the Universe, the vehicle from the cartoon collection. Ghost Jagger, not Mick Jagger, Jagger from Thundercats, and Fans Hobby Double Dealer from Robocop. So and Blockies, just for shits and giggles. Oh, and sorry. Yeah, but the Care Bear's not really mine.
I say those are for kids, aren't they?
and Robert Kopp's wife Lauren made some Transformers the Show iced shortbread that was absolutely lovely.
I didn't get a photo because ours all got eaten.
I didn't get it because I saw a photo of it, and Robocop, Lauren's wife,
so yeah,
said,
sorry,
just cut out for a little bit. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I thought it was AI. Robocop, the husband of Lauren, texted me and said, "Oh, it's just AI. She's not really baked them." I was like, "Oh, okay."
I think that was a joke.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, it was a joke.
I didn't know that. Right. Little pickups that I've got. So, just one more, Pete, that I need to show you, which was a massive thank you for.
Thank you so much for the Transformers toys. My favourites are, I think this is Grimlock. I'm right, because it doesn't look like Grimlock. My favourites are Grimlock, Soundwave, and Shockwave.
Can you say thank you to?
Peter, there.
Well done.
Thank you!
That was an Elliot. What ones do you like, Ellie?
The Elliot's occurring severe insanity, so. It's an Apatosaurus.
Apatosaurus guy, and Triceratops guy.
Say thanks, Pete. They were amazed. Obviously, I've kicked them out of the house for calling it Apatosaurus guy and not Sludge. But Pete,
he knows.
Gave them the whole wave of those toys, and they've been playing with it non-stop. So that was last night, and I came back from work today, and they've all set them up in like little scenes and stuff. It's absolutely amazing. Right, and what did I get? So I got skids. So a couple of little extra bits. Skids. Oh, what an auto mode! I just love. I don't like the sporty cars. Like, why are you turning into that Wheeljack? It's not big. It's not clever. My ideal Transformer would turn into like a 306 or a Mondeo. That would be peak auto mode for me, like genuine. And Skids fulfills that, and so does Crankcase. Just a really nice family car.
Vectra.
Yeah, oh,
something really funny.
Vectra. Lexi. So I got those two, and also got Sandstorm, which is the unique toys. Which I can't reach the other unique toys character I have, but I have Provider, which is Octane, and he's always been one of my favourite Transformers. And there's not loads of unique toy stuff about, and it was like Sandstorm. I sold my Lexi Sandstorm a while ago. It was good. But I reckon this one itches my Sandstorm itch, and that was it for the rest of my pickups. Have I done everyone? That's everyone, isn't it?
Yeah. There was that question there, which Gav, I don't know if you can answer. How people can donate toys.
Yeah. So if you message the Toyfu Facebook, if you go on the Toyfu's got a Facebook group, you can just send them a message through Facebook Messenger, or if you want to, you can message me at askrepugnus@gmail.com. But yeah, you're better getting in touch with the Toyfu Facebook group. Just message them on Facebook. It's the best way to do it. Yeah, and very much appreciated. All donations are.
He also said that UT Swords are hugely improved by Toy Hacks. He's like a little bit bland. Some Toy Hacks figures, stickers will do him right. Right, should we move on? Just to finish off, can we talk a little bit about TRDQ before we go? So, sorry, we don't have to. We do half an hour on Toys R Us. So, Gav, you must be over the moon with how your channel has gone from strength to strength. We can clearly see like the amount of effort and work you put into it. Is it about 5 years now that you've been properly doing it?
Yeah, about 5 years. Yeah, I think it was like lockdown time. I was like, I need something to do. So, started making videos. And yeah, it's been kind of crazy in terms of like, I'm really happy with how it's moved. It's not moved so quickly that I am in the categories of, you see people like Thew and McFeely at TFNation, and they don't get a second. I like being able to have a second, you know, there. But yeah, no, the channel's been going great, and the amount of people that came up over the weekend to talk about it or give us little gifts, or you know, to take a picture with little Repugnus, who's become the sort of de facto, you know, mascot of the channel. Yeah, it's been great, and this little guy's like, you know, obviously, but the yeah. But yeah, no, I just love it, and it's still fun. It's still fun to make the videos, and it's still fun to interact with people, even if the character I play on my videos doesn't make it seem like it all the time. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it.
And how's your other half find it? Because you do actual podcasts with her, don't you? On your half episodes. How does she feel find this whole world of Transformers and everything's entailed and turned into? Because she couldn't have ever thought that when she first met you. And
yeah, she was like, you know, but we all tell lies when we meet each other, when you meet your partner, don't you?
Yes.
You know, she told me she was into like metal and stuff. I was in my Slipknot t-shirt being like, great. And then I find out she's into like Bon Jovi. I'm like,
real metal then.
Yeah, probably. I can't listen to heavy stuff like that. But no, like Lindsay she did the podcast with us last year, and we just put out a new one yesterday. With us both talking about TFN. It's like a yearly thing, but so many people this year coming up and saying, "Are you going to do a podcast? Is Lindsay going to be on it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's over on Toy Fu right there." Like Lindsay spends the whole weekend working on Toy Fu, does much more work than I do throughout the weekend, lifting all the stock and dealing with customers and corralling all the Toy Fu chaos. Like she's a very good manager in that regard, so she keeps everyone in check. But yeah, like she loves it, and she's come over the years to like, you know, she likes the baddies. You know, she's a big Star Wars person. She loves all the Imperial stuff. So Transformers, she loves like Shockwave, Megatron, Soundwave. So anytime there's anything new, like that Blockies Shockwave that they just revealed, I'm like, I'll need to get one for me and one for her. So yeah, there's certain ones that she just has gravitated towards and loves it. But she's really come to be a part of Toy Fu, and yeah, she, like me, she's just like, I couldn't imagine doing anything else, really. Couldn't imagine missing it every year.
And does she enjoy it? Does she enjoy it as much as you in terms of, will she relax in the evening, have a drink? I know we often, sometimes not, take our other halves. They always have a really good time. I don't think they would have thought that if we described it from afar. Would you like to come to a Transformers convention with me?
Yeah, it's a tough sell, I think, if you don't have an interest. But luckily, I think because Lindsay does she likes Star Wars, she likes Lego, she loves toys, and you know, she collects like the Gremlins, NECA toys and things like that. So like it's already like an easy enough leap to make. And she's been like, honestly, because of like she's been working on Toy Fu for years now. So in terms of the toy knowledge that she's gained, she probably is better than me at this point. You know, someone will be like, "Do you have this toy?" She'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've got the. Come here, we're over here," or it's in a box somewhere. Oh, I remember seeing that. It's like I would not have the memory for that. So she's enjoying it just as much. I think. I hope so. Anyway, I haven't
got her in for the quiz.
She could have won the quiz, I think. I liked also, if we can go back to that, the quiz, the footage you showed of the quiz was
That's all we've got time for tonight. So thanks.
Very selectively edited, I feel.
Gav, I swear, because the last question was how many combiners form, was it Sky Rain? And I swear you read out about 7 of the right answers, and then he said, "How many's Gav got?" And you went 3.
It's all about the drama, you know, the drama of almost winning and then having it pipped at the post. You know, all that works out, and you just on the day you just knew more about Transformers. That's all it is.
I'm not sure if I knew.
Just like tonight, where you backed up that knowledge.
I copied a couple of Pete's answers. I didn't copy any of Jack's. He's got knocked off straight away. I was relying on him, so that was pure fear once he went.
Jack was our ringer. He was supposed to be our guiding light, and he's walking off first.
He wrote loads of it.
A little bit annoyed at first. I saw it. I was like, "How did they've got a celebrity? This isn't fair." And then he was like, "Right, I'm off."
Oh dear.
No, it's always good.
Great fun though.
Beat bunch of guys who are raising loads of money for charity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it makes us really popular.
It's the moral victory we're going for. I was amazed that I knew 4 of the limbs.
Well, it's all guesswork. Eventually, I was like, the answer will be Skyrain eventually. It has to be. They're just going to keep putting that down until it's right.
We did, didn't we? I think we mirrored each other. There's only 2 questions or 3. I liked that. It was a lot easier to do it that way. Definitely. Oh, sorry, I'm just lost. Yeah, you're back again now. So you had your 400th episode, and you done was it Botmasters Special?
Oh yeah.
How far are you away from a 500th episode?
At this rate, probably a couple of weeks.
Is it going to be Bionic 6, or is it?
Yeah, I think it's good to have just like the Botsmaster thing was interesting because I just saw it on eBay and was like, my friend Owen, who does a channel called The Infinite Review, he did a little video on it, and I was like, that's interesting. I've never seen the toy line before. It was like someone on eBay was just like the whole line quite cheap, which is what that line is worth anyway, because it's not very good. But the so I'm thinking every time. Next one is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I want to get the full line of that for the 500th episode. I think
some of the Botmasters at the back look quite good. I thought
they're okay. They're you can have them. They're yours. I'll send them on.
Be like Action Masters.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're just, I guess you expect one thing and get another sometimes, and you're like, But some of them are okay. I'd say a third of them are all right.
There's the review.
Yeah.
It's quick reviews, to be fair. Well, and just talking about the guests that you've had in your bath, who's your favourite guest, and who would you love to have if you could choose any guest?
Oh God, it's hard to say. I mean, Nick Roche was my first guest.
That was top tier first guest, to be fair.
And he is my for me, like he's going to be mentioned in the same breath as your seniors and your Wildmans, and even from a writing perspective, like your Formans, etc. Like he's 20 years time, we'll be looking back on Nick Roche's work as some of the best of all time. So to be able to have some sort of interaction with him is always great, and be kind of pals with him IRL is always a bit of a weird one, but he's always so nice. And I'd have to say probably McFeely. I need to get him back on as well. I'll say McFeely after saying all that nice stuff about but
Chris McFeely's really funny, isn't he? Like sometimes we've had a few guests on, you're not sure what to expect. You see their online persona and you're like, will they be like that? Like, not really nice, but will you be able to have a laugh and a joke with them? Like, and he was quite dark in some bits and stuff. And
quite
funny. It's like, it's just really
Chris
cool,
McFeely's dark side. Oh, huge. A lot of people have said he's a bad guy, but I think he's all right.
We had to cut most of it.
No,
I
think in terms of like who would I like to talk to, weirdly enough, I've always had a bit of a thing with the writers side of it. I'd love to speak to more Transformers writers, but like I can speak to the artists fine because they're all just big dummies like me who can just be like draw stuff, they'll be the first people to tell you that. But the writers, I'm always like, what do I even talk to? I don't know anything about writing. And it was at TFN, Nick Roche pulled James Roberts in front of me and was like, you'll be on Gavin's podcast, won't you? And I was like, mate, don't do this. Don't do this to me. And he was like, yeah, of course I will. Yeah, that sounds great. What do you talk about? And Nick was, you don't even need to talk about Transformers. And he was like, oh, great. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'll be on. So I think that would be, I want to get over this fear of speaking to writers. So that'll be the next couple of months. I'm going to try and make that happen.
It's a bit of a thing, isn't it? Like when you have to go up to someone and say, can you be on our show? Can you come and talk to me?
I've done it at TFN I've had a flat nose, and it's like a proper, like, oh, okay. I thought you'd be nicer about it, but okay. It's like, no, don't do that kind of thing.
I am.
Orders, dude. One of us will get him on one day.
Oh, honestly, elusive.
Oh, bless him. Guys, questions? Oh, all right, Pete.
That's his questions. He's gone.
I'm done. Questions for Gav or questions in the chat as well. Feel free to. Well, there's been a few. Well, there's been loads of TRDQ love in the chat. I think you've got some followers in there as well.
How did you? Sorry, I'll just ask a question then. How did you get involved originally with Toy Foo? Was it just? Did you know the guys from back in the day and kind of?
Yeah, kinda. I joined a forum. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was TFW 2005 or something, and or maybe the Allspark or something like that. And I immediately got into it, and I saw people arguing constantly, and I was like, "Is this the Transformers community? Is this what it's like?" And it was Nick from Toy Foo who messaged me after he saw a few of my messages, and he was like, "You know, we've got this UK-based forum called the Hub, and if you want to join that, there's there's less drama." and looking back at it, it was like that was like 20 years ago. And when I went to the last Auto Assembly, which was our first convention, we loved it, but I was like, I think all my friends were on Toy Foo, and everyone I knew was busy. So I thought, well, I want to do that too. So I started doing the table with the TM UK stuff, and it's just grown and grown and grown. So, but yeah, it's just been years of knowing so many of them. So that's why it's such a treat every year. And the mini cons mean we can see each other more. We've got people like Tony comes over from Ireland for it. People come from all over the country just to help out on Toy Foo, and it's really nice. But yeah, most of them I've known for 20 years now, which is crazy.
Right, we've got some questions in the chat. Just lost it. Have you done any Starcom? Or please do if you don't.
Yeah, everyone says with the Mantiforce stuff, because I got into Mantiforce really big a couple of years ago, got everything, and I got my last Mantiforce ship that I needed, the Astro Shark, just recently, so I'm going to need to make a video. But yeah, everyone's like, if you like that, get into Starcom, so that might be the next thing. Yeah, if I've got space.
It's beautiful, and if you get it so that it's not being sunburnt to death. And
it's all white plastic. Yeah,
yeah, no, absolutely.
Yes, Starcom's a must for sure.
Who else? Lily's jumped straight in with, could you come on their show? Talking me to you, cheeky plug.
Nah,
there was Sunday. Gav's turned into the person he hates.
I've said this when I was talking about how previous TFN, when I was talking to all of you about Transformers the show, and everyone was like, "Oh, we'll need to get you on. We'll need to get you on," and I was like sitting by the phone, heartbroken. A year later, here we are. Dreams come true. Is what I'm saying. But I said to you, Andy, as well. I would go to the opening of an envelope. So, literally, send me a message if you'd like me to be on your show. I have a big enough ego to stretch around everyone.
There you go, Lee.
That's awesome. Listen, we're going to call because it's gone bloody hell, it's 2 hours 27.
Oh, jeez.
Do you remember when we said we were going to try and make?
Sure.
Let's cut them down. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good stuff. There's still 51 people in the live chat. 51 people still here. God bless all of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being with us. But super excited to do this one because TFN was amazing, but it's just nice to have a little break for a couple of days, take a deep breath, do this, and have a good chat about it. And just seeing that, the thing which always sets me off is the decor of the Hilton, and you see the panels and stuff of the bar, and it just straight away and I know they refurbished it post COVID. I can still remember the old one and the new one. As soon as you see it, it just hits you right in the feels, doesn't it? All that noise.
Weirdly, that is on paper a bad hotel. But when you get there, I love it. I have such a fondness for the Birmingham Metropole Hotel because of TFNation.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is. It's weird. It feels like a little home. I've spent so many days there.
Can we just, before we go, Paul, just thank everybody again for the support with the buying the T-shirts and the mugs and the books and the sponsorship and everything. We got the glory in inverted commas of being at TFN and being able to pass on the money, but it really, we couldn't have done it without everybody's support. So thank you again. You're going to feed a lot of kids and you're going to make a massive difference. So thanks ever so much.
That's insane. And Pete, listen, hats off to you, like absolute legend, getting it over the line and doing what you've done last year with the marathon was fantastic. It was great to see you get a shout out twice. And like Emma, I know, and Claire as well. You don't see it, but the work they do. Like I checked in the fucking like after TFN, I checked the Transformers to Show Gmail account to see like if anyone did message, and there was just like all these T-shirt orders, and like and people don't just go XL $24.99 order now. They're like, I'm not sure which one I want. I'm thinking about this one, but how big is it? And like Emma's just on it, like just like replying to every single one. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing the work everyone's done. Oh, I feel emotional.
Well, it was wonderful, and I think, like from your perspective, Pete, like I am a human slug, right? I can't run the length of myself, and I'd like to know from your perspective, someone who's been able to run a half marathon, obviously in shape, what's it like to go to an event like TFN and have the confidence to wear a grey T-shirt? What's that like? I'll never experience that joy.
It had I realised it was going to be as warm as what it was in the Hilton, that grey would have been another white one.
Well, even on the coldest days, I'm staying away from grey. There's no chance. It's not happening.
Awesome. Right, I'm going to end the show if that's all right. Gav, thanks so much for coming on.
Not at all. Anytime, boys. I'll see you next year.
Welcome every week if you want. Andy and Pete, well done. Enjoyed that. And thanks for watching so much. We'll see you this time next week. If not, we'll see you in the flesh. What have we got coming up? It's Reading, isn't it? And then it's be more events. November, so not long. But yeah, you've all been amazing. Good night. See you soon.